up the phone and called us for their own personal home loan. To find out how we can help you, call us today at Ideal Home Loans, 303-867-7000. Apply online at idealhomeloans.com. Equal opportunity lender regulated by DORA, NMLS 136756. For terms and conditions, call 844-45-IDEAL.
Seeing is believing. Hello, I'm consumer advocate Tom Martino, and Icon Eye Care made me a believer. You see, I was tired of wearing glasses and my eyes getting worse and worse over time, so I investigated this extraordinary procedure at Icon. A clear lens replacement. No glasses. Not now, not ever. And because they're made from advanced silicone, I'll never get cataracts. Find out more about your clear lens replacement at iconeyecare.com. That's iconeyecare.com. Don't gamble with your roof. Excel Roofing, 303-761-6400.
630 KHOW has your shot at $1,000 now. Text the nationwide keyword EASY to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's EASY to 200-200. This is the Troubleshooter Show.
Help, I need somebody.
Now, Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Welcome to the show, and as you know, it's the only show of its kind. We're here to solve your problems, answer your questions, take your complaints, try to make your life just a little bit better. Mr. Martino will be up any second. Guess what he's doing? You guys are going to love this. You're going to love this. He's fighting. Who is it with, Suzanne? iTunes? Or is it with Xbox? Who's he fighting with down there? I think it's iTunes. He actually contested some charges on his credit card. And I remember this. It was months and months and months ago. And iTunes got rid of them. Now they're back, yeah. Now they're back, which is pretty insane. We're going to find out what's going on there. I wonder if it's somebody he knows. I'm not going to say anything, but I wonder if it's somebody he knows. Maybe a child? I don't know. 303-713-8255. By the way, if you're new to the show, it's pretty simple. You've been ripped off, taken advantage of. That's what we do here, and we do it better than anybody in the world. We actually go after the bad guys. As I like to say, we have a big spotlight. It happens to be a radio tower, and we can shine it right on the little cockroaches that rip you off every day. So if you want to report a bad guy, I'd love to hear about it. 303-713-8255. As always, I will let you know when a line's open. It's Monday. My goodness, we're going to have snow like 3 times, I think, in the next 7 days. Man, the worm is turning. Let's get right to the phones. Jeff, what's going on with you, sir?
I took my moving truck to Wagner Caterpillar shop in Aurora.
Okay.
Took it about 4 weeks ago. And
what kind of truck is it, Jeff? What are we talking about here?
2005 GMC Caterpillar diesel box truck. It had a check engine light. I took it to them for a diagnosis and to see if they could get the check engine light off. So,
and what did Wagner say? So what happened? You brought it in there and they told you the check engine light was what?
Well, they said that they would look at it and let me know. And about 3 weeks later, they finally called and said, it's going to need a total rebuild. It's going to cost $18,000. And I said, no way.
How was it? Wait a second, though, Jeff. Was it running okay? It just had a check engine light on?
Yeah, exactly. It was running fine. It drove 8 hours from New Mexico. My father-in-law had just rebuilt it. It had some issues with the engine light on. I wanted to get it repaired by CAT.
But it was driving. It was driving perfectly.
Not perfectly. No.
Okay. So what are they saying? What are they saying the reason is it needs a new engine?
They said that they condemned the motor, saying that there was valves blown out and a rod bent. And I said, well, I'm going to come pick it up. If you can have it ready, I'm not going to pay that. I don't believe that it needs that. So I go there with my stepson to drive it off like we had driven it in 4 weeks prior. They said, no, the parts that we took apart are in the back in a box, the back of the truck. You're going to have to get it towed out of here. I was like, you're kidding me? I said, I expected to come here and drive it off and figure out.
Did you send us the work order, Jeff, that you signed? I'd like to see that. Was it for a teardown?
I gave them permission to take the parts apart, what they needed to diagnose it.
Got it.
And I thought I was kind of suspicious of that because I thought they had the proper equipment to just hook it up to their computer.
No, but if you gave them permission to tear it down, and a lot of times you have to tear it down to find out what's going on. A check engine light is just a starting point.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so they tore it down, but if there truly is bad parts, which we can look at, you can look at the valves if they're out. I mean, they're either bent or not. If they are bad, they're not going to put this stuff back in, if that's what you're asking.
Well, it was deceiving because they told me what they found. They wanted me to pay for a total rebuild, which I didn't think was necessary. So.
Well, if the valves are bent, it's not necessary that you need a total rebuild, but that would probably be the best way to go. I mean, what are you going to do? So are you going to have it towed out and bring it somewhere else?
No, I had it towed back to my yard.
Okay.
But the thing is, you take a vehicle in for a diagnosis. You tell them yes or no based on their diagnosis what you want to do with it. We weren't at all expecting not to be able to drive it back to our yard.
Okay, well, I understand that, but to me, that would be common sense. If they ripped it apart and there truly was bent valves, they're not going to put it back together. And if they did, it probably wouldn't be drivable anyhow. So it just doesn't matter. Plus, they would charge you for labor to reassemble it. The only thing I can tell you right now is send us the invoice. Have you sent it to us so I can see the work order you sent? Or you signed?
No, I can send them to you. Yeah,
I'd like to see what that says. But if you gave them permission to tear it apart, that doesn't mean they're going to put it back together, especially if it's got bent valves.
Well, we believe that they bent the rod taking it apart.
Well, I don't know. How would you prove that? I guess you could bring it to another shop, but I mean, I don't know how you're going to prove that.
It wouldn't have drove the way it did there. We were using the truck, and we drove it there. We were expecting to drive it back. We think they bent the rod, taking the head off, and it's just bad. It's just bad business. I wanted the public to know how they operate. They said this is normal for them, and I'm like, I've had dozens of moving trucks in the last 15 years, and I've never had a shop do this.
See, I kind of argue with you in one way. I don't know if they actually bent that or not, but. If I bring my transmission...
It wouldn't have drove the way it did. It wouldn't have driven that way. It would have been a lot rougher. That their laborer, when he pulled the head, it bent the rod. There's no way it could have been.
How would you prove that?
Well, I know how we drove the truck.
I got you.
And it's a rebuilt kit my father-in-law installed 6 months prior to us bringing it. We were driving the truck, using it. We just wanted the check engine light and the diagnosis. And
Well, send us the invoice, and I'll send me the work order, and I'll see what you signed. But I'm telling you right now, if you signed for a teardown, that does not mean they're going to put it back together.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. And what are you going to do, though? I'm just curious. Are you going to have someone else fix it? You're going to have your father-in-law do it again? What?
Yeah, it's a minor repair.
Okay. I don't know what to say to that. It's a minor repair. It's a big truck. It's a diesel. It's got bent valves. It's got everything else. I don't find that minor. But Suzanne, if he wants to send me that to look at, but my assumption is it says tear it down. It doesn't mean it's going to go back together. Let me give you an analogy. Budget A1. Transmission and auto repair. These guys do something that no other transmission shop does. They'll do a free teardown and tell you exactly what's wrong with it, but they're not going to put it back together if it's broke. Then you would have to pay to fix it. But they will. Unlike anybody else, they'll tear it down and actually tell you, well, it only needs this or that. They'll give you different options to fix it. But most places, you pay for the teardown, then you also, of course, pay for the repair. It seems pretty straightforward to me. Edward, what's going on with Reutertown? Now, Reutertown, I swear I've heard about before. Suzanne, is this ringing a bell?
Maybe from a long time ago. I'm not sure, Mark.
I tell you, I don't have a good feeling about this. What happened with Reutertown?
Well, I hired them to come out and replace a toilet flange, reset the toilet.
Hey, wait a second. Are these the guys that went to management complaining that I was too hard on them on the air? Are these those jerks?
I'm not sure, Mark.
I want to remember if that's why I got called into the principal's office a while back, if it's these clowns.
One of many.
But keep going, Edward.
Well, I hired them to come in and replace the toilet flange, reset the toilet,
Yeah.
install a faucet, and a garbage disposal on a sink. I left the gentleman there. I left him with my wife's number, and within minutes she received a call from him telling her that he could not do the work until they paid for the job in full. The job was $975. We paid it.
Wait a second. I got it. Hold on, Edward. I got a question. So when the guy first showed up, who was there? You?
Just me, yes.
So why wouldn't he tell you to pay up front? I guess I'm missing something. Something doesn't add up.
Apparently what he does is he takes pictures of the work that he's going to do. He sends it to his office, and then they send back a quote of how much it's going to cost.
I understand. Okay.
Apparently when I left, he did that, and they said that they would not proceed until they got payment in full. My wife went over there. She paid him in full. Within an hour and a half, I got a call back again telling me that he wasn't able to complete the job because he's going to need additional parts. And so he went to Home Depot to get those parts. He came back. Within an hour and a half after that, he called me again to tell me that he could not complete the job because the depth of the sink was too low and he didn't think that the garbage disposal would operate properly. I understood that completely. I asked him for a suggestion. He says, one suggestion is to remove the sink or lower the waste lines because it's an older house. I said, I'll replace the sink. So I called the people to put in the granite top and had them come back. They took the sink out. I took the old sink that was there, and we were going to put on a new sink with the faucet and the garbage disposal. He says, wait, let me call. He got another quote and quoted me $750 to do a job they didn't complete.
All right, hold on a second. This sounds like the Rooter town I remember. Hold tight, though, okay? I'll come back to you, I promise. And then Barbara... whistleblower employment problem. That sounds interesting. One line open, 303-713-8255. Hang tight.
PetSmart understands that sometimes your pet sounds like this when you want them to sound like this. We recommend giving them this. Delicious and nutritious American Canidae, two of the latest arrivals to PetSmart's selection of natural pet foods. Give your pets kibble, wet food, and treats from American Canidae. You want it? We got it. We're PetSmart. Save up to $2 on American Canidae dry food, in-store only while supplies last. See store for details.
All right, you're going to need these people at some point. You ready? FixMyHome.com. It's Fix It 24/7. You know, we're going to get snow, and we're going to get it really quick. And if you find out your furnace doesn't work and you need 24/7 help, whether it's heating, air conditioning, electric, or plumbing, they're going to be right there. Let me give you the number because as soon as that snow hits, if you haven't already fired up that furnace, let me tell you, you and a lot of other people are going to need someone to come out in the middle of the night to fix it as it gets colder. Here's Fix It's number. And by the way, once again, these guys do it all. And they work on boilers as well, furnaces, generators. They do plumbing. They do everything, repiping. 303. Actually, I'm going to give you 720-526-3939. That one's a lot easier. 720-526-3939. We have known George Donaldson, the owner, for a long, long time. They're great guys. And like I said, if you need 24/7 emergency service, these guys will show up and they'll do it right the first time. 720-526-3939.
Maximize your savings in October during Truck Month at Stevenson Chevrolet, where you can save big during their annual model year sell down. Stop in today and save up to $12,500 on a new 2019 Silverado, and check out the savings on all of their 2019 trucks in stock. For the best selection, service, and value, think Stevenson Chevrolet, located at I-70 in West Colfax and Lakewood. Stop by or find them online at StevensonChevrolet.com. Chevy, find new roads. Stock number 95513. Offer includes manufacturer incentives. Must take delivery by 10/31/19.
Owning a home has never been easier or more affordable, and if you're a veteran or on active duty, the VA loan is exactly what you need. This is Ross Kaminsky for my friends at American Financing. With a VA home loan, there's no down payment, there's no mortgage insurance required. You also receive some of the lowest rates in the industry. If you're already in a mortgage, no problem. You can refinance any existing mortgage into a VA loan, and you can even access 100% of your home's value, meaning a lot more money for you and your family. So don't wait to take advantage and perhaps save yourself $1,000 or more every month, especially with rates near all-time lows. So make the 10-minute call to American Financing today. You'll work with salary-based mortgage consultants so you can feel confident they're doing what's best for you. 303-695-7000, 303-695-7000, or apply online at AmericanFinancing.net. And thank you for your service to our nation.
NMLS 182334, regulated by the Division of Real Estate.
You wouldn't use an 18-wheeler to teach your son how to drive. It's too big. And you wouldn't take a family road trip in his toy car. It's too small. But using the Mercedes-Benz Metris cargo van to run your business? Just right. Only the Metris can haul, stow, and tow more than any other van in its class. It has the maneuverability to get through the toughest jobs and fits in your garage, too. And now with 0% financing, it's built around your budget. Because if you can't picture your son behind the wheel of a monster truck or squeezing your family inside a 2-seat convertible, we don't blame you. The only thing you need to picture is where the Metris can take your business. The Mercedes-Benz Metris. With 0% financing and starting at $26,570, it's just right. Mercedes-Benz. Vans. Born to run.
MSRP excludes all options, taxes, title, registration, transportation charge, and dealer prep fee. Options, model availability, and actual dealer price may vary. See dealer for details about costs and terms. Only valid on 2018 or 2019 Mercedes-Benz Metris vans. Qualified commercial customers only. Offer valid through January 2nd, 2020.
Today is the day you break the stranglehold of addiction. You and your family can't lose another precious day to this horrible disease. If you or someone you know is abusing alcohol, prescription drugs, hard illegal drugs, or if it's a mental health issue, anxiety, depression, or trauma related to substance abuse, you're not alone. There's help. Call the Raleigh House today. They've established a special number to address your concerns. 720-730-9722. That's 720-730-9722. The Raleigh House is a premier addiction recovery program located here in Colorado. You'll speak to someone local about different treatment options, evidence-based treatments designed to help reduce substance abuse. No more excuses, no more denials. Get the help you need. Some health insurance covers the cost. Call today for a free, no-obligation consultation. 720-730-9722. That's 720-730-9722.
This report is sponsored by Credit Karma.
Cool and breezy today, high of 50. Warmer tomorrow with a high of 62, and then tracking snow coming in for Wednesday night and Thursday for Denver. I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner, Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather.
Get your truly free credit scores and free credit monitoring from Credit Karma today. Download the Credit Karma app now. Credit Karma. Here's to progress.
It's the Dan Kapla Show. Afternoons 4 to 6.
Monday at 4. Hey, for the last year, people have mocked me, laughed at me, flipped me off on the street when I said Hillary Clinton is going to get into this race. Do you think she's the Democrats' best chance to beat our president? Monday at 4.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK. This hour brought to you by CBD products that work, and I'm talking about Panacea Life Sciences. HelpMyPainCBD.com. That's just one of the websites. They have PanaceaLife.com. And because they want you to know they're good for pain, they're good for anxiety, for sleep, and they really work. I just gave one to Daphne this morning. I swear to you, she is like she's such a believer. HelpMyPainCBD.com. All right, listen. Let's talk, all right?
We got to go back to...
Go ahead. Tell me about the first problem here.
Well, Edward on 3.
Edward on 3. Bring me up to speed.
Pretty straightforward, man. You called Reutertown, and I'm almost sure these are the same clowns that you were out of town one time and I went after. But anyhow, so he calls up. They come out. He's got to leave the house. The technician takes pictures around the house, calls him up on his cell phone, says it's going to be $975 to do the task.
He doesn't have that in writing.
No, but it's over the phone. The task list is put in a garbage disposal.
Well, okay.
Fix a toilet.
What's going to prevent them from saying they never said that?
Well, I don't think that's the issue. They called back and said, "Hey, it's going to cost more money." So that's about where we left off.
That is the issue. The issue is he's claiming he had a contract for $900-something bucks. He didn't. Now they're increasing the price.
Yeah, now they're saying but think of this, though. I think when it comes to the garbage disposal, they're saying we can't even put one in there because your sink comes down too far. Is that what you're saying, Edward?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
All right, Edward. First of all, what did you get a bid on, you say, that was $900-something bucks?
I got a bid to remove the toilet flange, replace it, reset the toilet, put a faucet in, and attach the garbage disposal to the waistline. That's what
How much can they do?
They left out. They didn't complete attaching the garbage disposal to the waist line. I had the sink replaced.
All right. So wait, did they did the sink? Did they do the faucet and the toilet?
They did the toilet. They didn't complete the faucet. They didn't complete the rest of it. The only thing they completed was the toilet.
And he paid up front the $975 smackers, man.
Okay.
Yeah, they complained that if I...
So now, hold on. Now they won't come back and do the faucet and the garbage disposal.
No, we called them to complete the job, and then when they came back, they gave us a second quote of $750 more.
Okay, they want more. They want more.
They want more money, and I just our opinion is you're professionals. You mean to tell me that you couldn't have seen this ahead of time?
Edward, I don't think you can hold them to the $975. I mean, you want to know the truth? I don't. What am I going to call and say? That you took $975? How dare you charge more? And they say, and I'm not sticking up for them. I'm telling you real life. They're going to say, well, yeah, he paid $975, but he pays the balance when we're done. And you're going to say $975 was supposed to be for the whole thing. And then I'm going to say, for what, Edward? And you're going to give me a list, and they're going to say, we never agreed to that. Tell me what I do then, Edward.
Well, he's got a recommendation on here, paid by check before work started, estimate to lower line in wall, $350 addition. So he quoted me an additional price of $350 if they should come back and have to do modifications, okay? That's what he put on his receipt here.
You don't understand what I'm saying, Edward. The original deposit. What are you saying? It was going to be $975 plus $350?
It wasn't a deposit. It was for the complete
Prove it.
job.
All right. Okay. I'm going to play that game. Prove it.
Well, it says it right here. Price for replacing bathroom flange and resetting toilet, $375. Replace 2 gas extrainers in kitchen sink. Replace under sink. Reinstall customer garbage.
All right, you have a breakdown of every single charge, and it adds up to $975.
Yes.
Okay, so you do have it written and signed by them.
Yes.
Send it to us, please. When we get that in writing, I'll go after Reuter Town. Okay?
They
suck.
No, they do suck, in my opinion. I just looked up some complaints on the BBB. Now, remember, they're A+ still with the BBB.
Of course they are, because
with 23 complaints.
The Better Business Bureau is an antiquated dinosaur that is a money-grubbing organization that does nothing for consumers.
For almost the entire first page are very recent complaints, too. These guys have been clowns a long time.
Now, don't go by a Better Business Bureau rating. It's not going to mean anything. Anthony, what's going on with you, Anthony?
Hey, Tom. Hey, just got a question here. I just want to be fair. I have a roof that's got a decking on it that's like cardboard. It's almost like you can just fall through it now. It's really bad.
Roof decking is bad. And how did it get bad?
Well, it's 60 years old, and it was 3/8-inch plywood, so it needs to be replaced, period.
All right. Here's the problem. You know, when you have a storm and you have an insurance claim, they won't pay for that. You have to pay for that.
I'm not worried about that. I'll pay for it all day long.
Good.
Here's the issue I have. So 3.5 years ago when I was buying the house, the inspector found hail damage, so the seller paid for it through his insurance, so I was happy thinking I got this great roof. And then after I closed on the house, I went on the roof. I'm like, oh, my God, I'm going to step through this thing. It's like cardboard here. Well, okay. I called the roofer, and he basically said it's legal because it holds a nail. Fine. I said, but, yeah, would have been nice if I knew about it. Even
Yeah,
if the
but
seller
he didn't
pay
have
for it. I would have paid for it.
He doesn't have a contractual obligation with you.
And you didn't own the house at the time.
And you didn't even own the house. So I mean, if you're trying to
I
get,
understand that.
then why bother calling him? I mean,
I don't know. It just seems like, I don't know. I was a contractor for years.
So Anthony, were you hoping he was going to say, "You're right, Anthony, we should have done right. Let's come back and redo that for you free of charge"?
Yeah. Oh, well, I wouldn't expect somebody to do something free of charge.
Well, why? Hold on. What were you expecting? I'm asking you why you called the roofer. There was a reason. What was it?
No, you're right. I want to see if he would redo it if I paid for the decking.
Okay, now Anthony, now listen to what you're just saying. Here is a guy that owes you nothing. He owes you nothing. He did it wrong the first time. Any decent roofer would have replaced the decking. Now you're willing to pay him to come back. Does that make sense on any planet to you? Why would you pay a guy that's already proven himself to be incompetent? Why would you do it?
Yeah, no, I hear what you say. Well, I think they were probably somewhat of a reputable company who made a mistake, and so I was thinking if they would work with me on price, that would be great. But you're right.
But I wouldn't trust him. Who is it? Who is it? Let me know who it is.
It's Wilcox Roofing.
Okay.
In Colorado Springs.
Now, I would call Petrali and have it done right. Okay? You asked.
Excel, they're down there.
XL Roofing is down there as well. 303-713-TALK. Barbara says she's a whistleblower and is going to be fired or was fired. We'll take that coming up.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Michael Brown at 2, 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate.
Let's start with the drive up in the high country. Good news, they had another closure of westbound I-70 up at Vail Pass. It has reopened. There was a second crash along that stretch this morning. They got that cleared out of the way. It's a tough drive in the high country, so if you got to travel in the mountains along the I-70 corridor, pack your patience. Pretty much chain and traction laws in place in many spots from Georgetown all the way up to Vail Pass. Back in town, just one crash being cleared on the ramp from southbound I-25 to University. Watch out for a crash at Federal and Alameda off highway as well. The weather forecast, mostly sunny, breezy today, a high of 51. Right now it's partly cloudy in Denver and 42. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Pete Wagner on 630 KHOW.
With an Allstate agent, you get a local expert and help finding the best coverage for you. And because they live in your community, you can always count on them to be there when you need them most. Plus, when you bundle home and auto, you can save. So call your local Allstate agent today. Are you in good hands?
Dr. Chris Centeno started stem cell therapy in a clinical setting many years ago. He was the first clinic to do it. He took it from veterinarian medicine, what they've been doing there, and he tried to apply it to humans. In fact, it started working. Now, stem cell therapy is a tricky thing. First of all, it's not recognized by insurance companies yet, so you're going to have to be willing to pay for it on your own, and you need to go to someone who knows what they're doing. Centeno Schultz is a clinic that is the most experienced clinic around and one of the few that actually use real living stem cells. Most other clinics do not. Here's how you can tell. If they're shipping fluids into the clinic, they are not giving you living stem cell therapy. If you want the real deal, find out about their next seminar or go in for an evaluation. By the way, insurance pays for most evaluations. Centeno Schultz, avoidsurgerytoday.com, avoidsurgerytoday.com, 303-963-9201.
This school year, why not make your own fresh start by kissing expensive ink cartridges goodbye? You know, those pesky things that always run out when you're using them, of course. They don't run out when you're not using them, right at the most inconvenient time. That's why I love my Epson EcoTank printer. It's a wireless, color, all-in-one super tank printer. It comes with a ridiculous amount of ink in the box. It's enough to print thousands of pages. So you just don't run out of ink as often. And when it's time to get new ink, it's going to last thousands more pages. These are supersized, easy-to-fill tanks, so fewer trips to the store, less frustration for you. And, of course, Epson makes the best printers. Add the compact EcoTank printer to your back-to-school shopping list this year so you can just fill and chill. Check out EcoTank at Best Buy, Staples, and Epson.com/EcoTankLeo. EcoTank printers from Epson. I love them. Just fill and chill.
Any insulation is beneficial, but there's one kind of insulation that tops them all. That's Rocky Mountain Retro Foam. Not the foam you see in a can. I'm talking about premium injection foam designed to fill closed wall cavities in old or new homes. For retrofitting, it compresses existing insulation, filling every crack, nook, and cranny. No other existing insulation comes close. Most customers see utility savings of 30%, and you get added benefits like 80% soundproofing, freeze protection for pipes, and a Class 1 fire rating. Call now 720-676-6333. Environmentally friendly. No off-gassing. No matter when your home was built, you owe it to yourself to check out Rocky Mountain Retro Foam. Check out the incredible video demonstration at foamyourwalls.com. Then call 720-676-6333. foamyourwalls.com. That video made me a believer. foamyourwalls.com.
This is Ed Green. Do you suffer from depression? Have you tried medications that either didn't work or had side effects, such as weight gain or sexual dysfunction? Roughly 40 million adults in the United States suffer from depression. If you or a loved one suffers from depression and traditional medications are failing them, get help with Arahant Mental Wellness. And call them right now, 303-502-5911. Arahant Mental Wellness has a new way to treat depression called transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS. TMS is a drug-free, non-invasive, and is FDA proven to treat depression, and it has none of the negative side effects of medication. Many patients feel relief after only a few weeks, and Arahant Mental Wellness takes most commercial insurances to pay for it. Stop suffering through depression and call Arahant Mental Wellness right now to set up a free consultation. Their phone number is 303-502-5911, 303-502-5911. Again, that important number, 303-502-5911, or online at hopethroughinnovation.com.
Life Certain Wealth Strategies provides financial planning with a focus on forward-looking tax mitigation strategies for those in or near retirement in Colorado. Life Certain Wealth Strategies. Discover the fiduciary difference. Visit lifecertain.com today to begin your planning.
Being accused of a crime can ruin your life. Get help with highly respected, skilled trial attorney Joe Lazzara. He's offering a free initial consultation and up to $500 off his services. 303-429-6200. That's 429-6200. Sheridan Auto Tech is special because of the man behind the business. Kevin Calkin, the owner, is honorable and will never sell you anything you don't need. He will take care of you like one of his own. He has thousands of loyal customers and has been in business more than 20 years. He cares about you. 303-455-7242 on Colfax just west of Wadsworth, or in Aurora on Havana just south of 6th Avenue. 303-455-7242. Sheridan Auto Tech.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Okay, Barbara, tell me what's going on. You say you are a whistleblower. What does that mean?
What that means is that I reported a major infraction that happened in the program I worked for to the Office of Behavioral Health. And
what was the major infraction?
Okay, a client's counselor reported an inappropriate relationship with a staff member, and the client was retaliated against and sent back to jail. This is at Pier 1 Therapeutic Community Corrections Program, which is a long-term residential treatment program for adult male substance use disordered and criminal conduct.
So this client, who is an inmate or an ex-con or whatever you call him.
Inmate, right.
Okay, this inmate was out on parole?
No, this is a community correctional facility.
Okay.
So he was considered an inmate because he's serving a sentence.
Right.
But he is in a community correction program called Pier 1 Therapeutic Community.
And does he come and go for jobs?
Yes, when they're in the transitional phase, they do that. In the beginning parts of the program, for the first approximately 4 to 6 months, they stay in residential.
Okay. So what stage was this guy in you're talking about?
Yes, he was in the transitional phase, so he was going out to work.
Okay, now here's what I'd like to know. What did he do that sent him back to jail that you thought was wrong?
Okay. So the ostensible reason that they sent him back to jail was because he had a pill in his pocket. and he had a cell phone.
Right.
The pill apparently was prescription, which is not allowed, and the cell phone was agreed to for him by the staff member who had the inappropriate relationship with him.
Okay, now, a staff member, meaning a guard or someone on the outside, he had did the inmate report it?
The inmate's counselor reported it. The inmate had an outside counselor through PREA, which is the Prison Rape Elimination Act.
Now, is this a male or female?
It's a male client and a female staff member.
A male client. Now, this inmate, this male inmate, reported to his counselor, and then his counselor reported it?
Yes. His counselor reported it to the deputy director of the agency, Irene Arguelles.
Now, are you basically saying, hey, it's unfair that he reported it to his counselor and was punished for it?
Yes.
Okay. Exactly. And this sexual relationship, who, not name, but what position did she hold?
She was a house manager, which was a position of quite a bit of power.
And this house manager lived in the same house he did?
She didn't live there. She worked there. So the only people that live there are the clients, or the
They're unsupervised. They're unsupervised at night?
No, they're always supervised. There's always staff there.
Okay, that's what I meant.
Nobody lives there. Right, but nobody lives there. They just work shifts.
Oh, I get it. And so this would be totally inappropriate because she's the house manager where he lives, and they're having sex.
Yeah, well, yes. Yep.
Now, why do you feel it was retaliation, and why do you not believe the original cause given or reason?
Good question. The reason is because the director of the agency has been interested in the last year that she's been there in keeping everything quiet. And they didn't want this information to go public. So they used a trumped-up charge. PREA, the Prison Rape Elimination Act, accounts for victims acting out. Okay? It protects people against retaliation. And other clients have done what this client had done, have a pill in their pocket, and they were not returned to custody. So his being returned to custody appears strongly to me to be retaliation against making the report against this staff member.
So okay. So anyway, this guy was sent back to jail for how long?
He was out of our hands completely. He was sent back to have to renegotiate his sentence. He was sent to Cheyenne Mountain Correctional Facility.
Why do you care? And again, I'm asking out of ignorance. That's all. I'm not saying.
No, good question. So my entire job, now I've worked at this place for 25 years. The last 5 years, my entire job has been coordinating the Prison Rape Elimination Act, PREA. That was my job.
To coordinate.
To coordinate it, to make sure, to investigate, to follow up. Well, the complaint that the client that was made about this client, or for this client, I'm sorry, is a PREA complaint. The director took me off of the investigation. She would not let me investigate it. And the reason she said was because of my relationship with the house manager. I told her I had no relationship with the house manager other than I had previously reported boundary violations.
Okay, are they saying previous? Okay, this whole thing is crazy. You are fighting for this inmate's rights.
Exactly, and other inmates who also were allegedly perpetrated by the same staff member.
Is this woman on leave, or was she suspended?
She's gone now.
She was fired.
Yes, she was.
But okay, so why not?
The issue I have.
But why not punish everybody involved?
Well, that everybody involved. Yeah, that's the problem. Clients are afraid to report anything that happens because they've been told they are not allowed to talk about things.
What you're saying is they're I see. You're saying that that if someone takes advantage of them, they can't complain.
Exactly, because they're afraid they'll be returned to custody. And
oh my goodness, you're right. Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, and that happened with 2 other clients. And again, the director told one of the clients who he said he wanted to talk to an outside counselor, she told him he was not allowed to. And when he asked what he should do because he was really upset about the situation, she told him, you're going to have to white knuckle it through.
You know, this is a pretty big story. Have you?
It is.
I mean, I don't mind getting it out there and having somebody cover this. Have you called anybody in the media? I mean, other than me?
You're the first. No, you're the first person. I was just fired last Tuesday, October 15th.
Now, why were you fired? Because you thought this was wrong?
I believe I was fired because I called the Office of Behavioral Health to report the situation. And I believe that the director, again, who's a new director, I believe she found out that I called them, so she trumped up an excuse to fire me.
Well, what was the trumped up excuse?
Yes, a good question. The excuse was that a different staff member from our outpatient program had told me that another client reported to her that the same house manager had propositioned him to have sex with her and her daughter. When I found out about that, I told this staff member to please have the client come talk to me because it's client's right to be completely confidential. And I can't go by a third party that way. So the client did not come and talk to me, and she had told me he was afraid of being retaliated against. So when the director found out something about this, she said to me, I'm shocked you didn't tell me about this. You're fired. You have an hour to get out of your office.
Okay, man, this gets very, very complicated. Very complicated.
It is very complicated. There's more to it also.
Yeah.
I'm trying to keep as succinct
well, no,
as I
and
can.
you know what? You actually are. Here's what I need if you want me to work with you truly. I don't want to do the names on the air right now. I want just bullet points, an outline. I don't want a narrative. Like the inmate, the house manager, you, and then do it in outline form. So the house manager had sex with so-and-so, and then you were fired for this. Really, I will work with you, and I'll get this to some of my friends in local media. There aren't many of them, but there are some that know a story. And
yes,
we should probably expose this, especially if this house manager was having sex with inmates, and the inmate was punished for reporting it.
Are these all adults?
Are these all adults?
Oh yeah, they're all adults.
All right, Suzanne,
adults. Yes.
tell her where to email all of this. Hold on, all right? So here's what she's saying. There's a community corrections program. The house manager was having sex with one of the inmates. The inmate reported it to his counselor. He felt it was wrong. The counselor reported it, and because of that, not only the house manager was punished, but the inmate was punished. Barbara feels that was unfair, and because she thought it was unfair and wanted to expose it, she was fired. Do I pretty much have that down?
Yep.
All right, hold on. Suzanne, tell her where to email all our stuff.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Arapahoe County.
If you've got somewhere to go, now's a good time to try to get there. Just hold on to that steering wheel with both paws due to the wind across the metro area, but for really, the highways are looking pretty good. A little bit of slowing on the east side of town on eastbound I-70, a bit stop and go between Airport and Tower. Otherwise, I-70 wide open through town. No delays on I-25 from Thornton and Northland through downtown, traveling into the Tech Center at this time. Up in the high country, bit of an icy and dicey drive. Watch out for chain and traction laws in place. Many spots along I-70 from Bakerville traveling out west. The weather forecast. Well, it's going to be mostly sunny, breezy today with a high near 51. Right now it's partly cloudy and 42. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Pete Wagner on 630 KHOW.
Hey, voter, you have your ballot, so don't wait until the last minute to vote. Mail your ballot back or save a stamp and use a convenient 24-hour drop box to return your ballot for the November 5th election. Make your voice count and check voting off your to-do list this year.
Mile High Estate Planning. Oh, wow. Is this guy good? You know what? We're so happy to be associated with Blake Harris. He comes on the show, and he does all kinds of expert answers for people about trusts, revocable living trusts, protecting money, protecting assets, estate planning, probate, and avoiding probate. Always free consultations. If you want someone to help you plan your estate, he is so good at what he does. Now, he is one of the few that can talk about irrevocable trusts and how they work and all of the myths surrounding them and why they can protect your assets. What you need to do is to see him and have a consultation. If you are looking to plan your estate, do it with milehighEstatePlanning.com, milehighEstatePlanning.com. You can call or text 720-924-6171.
These days, it takes two to pay the family bills. If something should ever happen to one of us, what then? But taking the time to do something about it can feel like pulling teeth. Life insurance is something we all say we'll get around to. Instead, we drag our feet because we don't want to deal with all the hassle. Complicated paperwork and fine print, pushy agents, hidden fees. Ethos is straightforward life insurance for people who don't have the time for any of that. With Ethos, there is no hassle. Even better, Ethos offers policy plans at every budget, and in most cases, there's no need for a doctor's appointment. Take just 10 minutes to apply online. It's that easy. And you'll be taking the first step in ensuring your family has the financial security they need to handle the unexpected.
Ethos keeps it simple so you can protect the life you're building and the people you love. Apply online in just 10 minutes. Get a free instant quote now at ethoslife.com. That's ETHOS life.com. EthosLife.com.
Can you do more than a 401k or an IRA for your retirement? Yes. Find out about a safe investment that not only subsidizes your retirement, it also gives you tax-free money to use for college, home improvements, cars, while still earning interest and dividends. Sign up for a free informational seminar, October 24th and 26th. That's becomethebanker.org or call 303-800-2919. 303-800-2919.
I'm consumer advocate Mark Major. I've been talking about PriceFixerDenver.com for almost a year. They're the heating and cooling company that never charges a trip or diagnostic fee and has the lowest price guarantee. They repair your system quickly and professionally and provide clear, easy-to-understand pricing at the guaranteed lowest rate. And if you've been thinking about a new high-efficiency furnace, go to PriceFixerDenver.com for a free instant online quote. If you love saving money, transparent pricing, and great warranties, PriceFixerDenver.com.
Oil investments involve a high degree of risk and are only suitable for SEC-accredited investors. The year is almost over, and time to take advantage of tax write-offs for 2019. One of the ideal ways to write off 100% of your investment is participating with Encore Energy and by investing in oil. You'll get a tax-advantaged asset that can potentially provide income for up to 20 years.
I'm a partner of Encore, and last year I got over half my money back in tax benefits. They keep me informed with my investments every step of the way. I love Encore Energy.
Encore is drilling in potentially one of the most prolific horizontal oil plays in the eastern U.S. If you're an accredited investor, you can learn how to potentially achieve up to 20 years of income and deduct 100% of every dollar invested against all forms of income. Get ready for 2019 tax benefits. Call 1-800-423-1685. Call 1-800-423-1685. Call 1-800-423-1685. You'll be calling directly to the home office of Encore Energy. That's 1-800-423-1685.
The final deadline for filing 2018 taxes has come and gone, and soon it'll be time to start thinking about 2019. For those who have not filed for years or have looming tax debt or collections or audits, there is comfort and relief. Larson Tax Relief. Larson gives help to delinquent taxpayers all over the country, and thank goodness they just happen to be in our backyard. With their national headquarters in Westminster, just a phone call away. 844-LARSON-TAX. Larson Tax Relief is the only tax help service I personally recommend. They'll get between you and the IRS and iron out the best settlements on back taxes and audits. Way better than the other guys, and way better than you could ever do yourself. 844-LARSON-TAX. I know the owners, Ron and Jack Larson, personally. I trust them, and you can too. 844-LARSON-TAX on Church Ranch Road in Westminster. 844-LARSON-TAX. That's 844-LARSON-TAX.
Ask Alexa to play 630 KHOW. Then you can hear Michael Brown straighten out the liberal laugh this afternoon at 2.
Getting 630 KHOW from iHeartRadio.
Denver's talk station.
On your smart speaker.
Available on over 2,000 devices.
I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Okay, we have lines open. If you have a problem, a question, or complaint, 303-713-TALK. And we have, Deputy Clint, Deputy Dan, Deputy Dav, and we have Deputy Ken now. He's sitting in, hanging out. He is a retired doctor. Now, you can understand what we're going to use him for. If we have any kind of medical questions at all or problems or, boy, isn't it fun having a doctor on staff?
I feel special.
Forget calling him let's not call him, we're not going to call him the deputy. We're going to call him, how about Deputy Doc?
Did you used to wear scrubs everywhere?
Were you what kind of doctor?
I was an OBGYN.
OBG. So you've delivered babies?
Hundreds,
thousands? Really cool. Okay.
But did you wear scrubs everywhere?
Every single day.
Yeah.
Is it fun?
I had laundry bills.
Were delivering babies fun? Was delivering babies fun?
Yeah. I'll tell you the most fun was when I delivered a baby of someone that I delivered. So 25 years later, when they came in, and they had a baby, and I had
You actually delivered a baby, and then that baby had a baby you delivered.
Oh, yeah. Many times.
That's pretty cool.
That was really cool.
That's, a lot of fun. Okay, so Patty, what's happening?
Yeah, hi there. Actually, you helped me before. Last year, I was the one with the ugly cabinets, if you remember.
Yes. What's going on now? Those cabinets were ugly, by the way.
Yes. No, we went to small claims, and the judge ruled in my favor, so I got everything back. So thank you for that.
So what's going on?
Yeah, so here's my deal. I was visiting someone in some townhomes, parked in a spot, and car got towed. It wasn't a non-towing area at that point. It wasn't a fire lane or anything. Well, when I got the receipt back, it gave an address that I wasn't even at. So,
wait a minute. Here's what I want to know. You were towed away. Were you in the visitor parking?
I was.
Then why were you towed?
So the receipt said that I was in an emergency lane, so like a fire lane. And then they had put an address on there that was the next the next parking lot over. Okay, well, that's just a mistake. That's not going to count. But did you get your car back? Oh, yeah, right. I went down and paid $300 and something. Okay, so you're going to dispute the ticket. You would take them again. You've been successful in small claims court. I mean, because if we call them, they're simply going to say you were in the wrong spot. Right. And how do you prove you weren't? Or how do they prove you were? Did they take a photograph? And that's my question. I haven't called them. I wanted to call you first. Do they take a picture? Because that would be my proof right there. Well, they should take a photograph. I mean, if they said you were parked in an emergency lane and you swear you were not. I swear I was not. Did anyone else see where you were parked? Just a friend I was. Well, no, you know what? No, even he didn't. I usually park in that spot anyways. It's the end of a. If you go there and show where you were parked, I would put my car there and take a picture of it. Now, I wouldn't claim that was the picture from that day, but I would say this is where you were parked. Sue them in small claims court. Let them prove you were in the emergency lane.
That you do not have to hire multiple contractors and visit dozens of home centers in order to get that brand new gorgeous bathroom. Really? Hi, Dan Cicchini, Done Right Bathrooms, providing high quality, full service, turnkey bathroom modeling in Colorado for over 3 decades. Todd?
You bet, Dad. With our free in-home quote, our design professionals will bring our showroom to you. You'll have all the choices right at your fingertips. Our design portfolio will not only appeal to your particular tastes, but will also allow for a turnkey, worry-free project completed on time and on budget.
Gotta love it, Todd. Whether it's the 5-piece master suite you want, or the need to fix that leaky, moldy, nasty thing you call a shower, check us out. Book your bathroom project now for select install dates, and you'll enjoy a 12% savings. Kitchens, baths, counters, and floors, and even replacement windows and doors. You have our word, we'll treat you right at Done Right. 303-722-2295, 800-362-8370, or drhi.com.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Michael Brown today at 2, 630 KHOW, Denver.
ABC News, I'm Alex Stone. A last-minute settlement today in a landmark opioids case just as a first federal trial was getting underway. 2 Ohio counties seeking damages for years of opioid abuse. Cuyahoga County Executive Armored Budish.
We are a poster child. Cuyahoga County has seen thousands of people die in the last several months, the last several years, and it's a tragedy, and Summit County was no different.
The settlement includes the nation's largest drug distributors and drug maker, Teva Pharmaceuticals. The clock is running out on the U.S.-brokered ceasefire between Turkey and Kurdish-led forces in northern Syria, with pockets of continued fighting reported over the weekend. U.S. Defense Secretary Mark Esper saying today a small group of U.S. troops may stay in northern Syria, other troops moving to Iraq. Another Brexit blow for British Prime Minister Boris Johnson, the Speaker of the House of Commons refusing Johnson's call to hold a vote on the agreement today. Over the weekend, lawmakers voting to ask the UN for an extension. This is ABC News. Children in St. Louis, Missouri have been victims of homicide at more than 10 times the national rate for decades.
According to an analysis of FBI statistics, 584 children have been killed in St. Louis since 1990, more than other cities of similar size, more than 4 times the rate in Kansas City and Indianapolis, and double that of Baltimore. The findings by the St. Louis Post-Dispatch come as 12 children under the age of 17 have been killed in St. Louis so far this year. Missouri Governor Mike Parson has assigned state highway patrol troopers to help St. Louis police crack down on gun violence. Kent Martin, ABC News, St. Louis.
A record-setting weekend flight, a Qantas plane flying 10,000 miles nonstop from New York to Sydney, Australia. Over 19 hours in the air, some passengers had their brain waves, blood pressure, and melatonin levels monitored to see how the body was handling a flight that long. An American Airlines flight from London diverted to Dublin, Ireland today after spilled cleaning solution created a noxious odor. I'm Alex Stone, ABC News.
This is happening. Me in my office on Monday. Project hanging over my head like an anvil. And the new guy Rick shows up.
Been thinking about your problem there, boss. The answer's Upwork.
I'm not sure about Rick, but now I'm on Upwork and I'm seeing all the freelance help I need. Creative directors, designers, PMs, all available now. Then I see something even better. Project delivered. With Upwork, this is happening.
People call me R-Dog.
Yeah, that's not happening, Rick.
Upwork. Hire freelancers, make things happen.
Today through next Tuesday, Lumber Liquidators Flooring Yard Sale has over 400 floors on sale, up to 50% off. It's a sale so abundant that it literally cannot fit in our showroom and must spill out onto our parking lot. Or, for the sake of the metaphor, our yard. Or is it our driveway? Let's not get caught up in semantics. What's important here is that there are many, many floors on sale, up to 50% off. These are the floors homes are built on. Lumber Liquidators Flooring.
KHOW News Time, 11:03.
Students in Park County are back in class today despite a teacher's strike now in week 2. The district will staff classrooms with a combination of subs, and a handful of teachers, it says, have chosen to come back to work despite the teacher's strike. Among the requests teachers have made is a $6,000 across-the-board raise, but it says it's not about the money, it's about being valued by the superintendent.
We've offered to negotiate ever since Friday, and he hasn't gotten back to us.
That's negotiator Doug Freeman, who says teacher retention in that area is a concern and one of the reasons they think they need more money. The district says it may not have that money. A winter weather advisory in effect for the high country today, and down along the Front Range, it'll be chilly.
That wind going to be howling again for your Monday. We are going to see high temperatures only in the low 50s, so if we add in that wind chill will be feeling like the 40s.
That's Fox 31's pinpoint meteorologist Jessica LaBelle, who says you can also plan for some wind, and there's a possibility of snow by Thursday. That's the latest. I'm Connor Shreve.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by your local Ford store.
No new stalls, accidents, or any major delays really in the drive across the highways in the metro area. Got some errands to run. Now's a good time to get out there and get them accomplished. Westbound I-70 a little bit slow in the elevated portion. Otherwise, that stretch in decent shape. Outbound Pena Boulevard, some minor slowing approaching Green Valley Ranch. Otherwise, that stretch looking good. No delays in I-25 north, south, and through the heart of the city. Up in the high country, bit of an icy and dicey drive along the I-70 corridor in the mountains. Watch out for various chain and traction laws from Georgetown traveling traveling out west. The weather forecast going to be mostly sunny, breezy with a high of 51. Right now, partly cloudy and 42. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner on 630 KHOW.
Ford Truck Month is the time to get a great deal on the best-selling trucks for 42 straight years. Ford F-150 or Ford Super Duty. These trucks are built better, built stronger, built Ford tough. It's Truck Month, America. Join the stampede to your local Ford store today.
Brent Ivinson, Ideal Home Loans. Let's talk about how you can help home buyers.
We have a number of programs. They're all free. Whether it's our Ideal Home Purchase Plan that is an all-encompassing roadmap to buying your next home, whether it's our 3-week closing guarantee where we underwrite and approve your loan up front, our home buyer scouting report where you search for your next home, every one of these tools is designed to get you as much home for your payment as possible, and more importantly, plan through this process so that we have you ready to go so that when we find the house that works for you, you can close quickly without overpaying.
You know, Brent, what I love is that Ideal Home Loans is a mortgage company, but helping home buyers. And in this market, we need all the help we can get. And all they have to do is log on to idealhomeloans.com. And I'm telling you, it's amazing, this home scouting report. And you even have something to help new home buyers get ready to buy. Idealhomeloans.com for your next Ideal Home Loan, 303-867-7000. Also on my referral list at referralist.com. Go with a sure thing. Excel Roofing, 303-761-6400.
630 KHOW has your shot at $1,000 now. Text the nationwide keyword OWL to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's OWL to 200-200. This is the Troubleshooter Show.
Help, I need somebody.
Now, Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. This hour brought to you by the CBD Products Network, Panacea. So I dedicate my show to things that work, things that don't work, things you should avoid, things you should buy, things you want, things you don't want. Panacea Life Sciences. They make CBD products, chewables. They make sublingual. They make gel caps or soft gels. And then they make creams. They make for equine and for dogs, canine, equine. All you have to do is go to the website to order helpmypaincbd.com. They are products that work. And, of course, it's more than just pain, anxiety, and sleep. And they just work. 800-985-0515. Let's continue here. We're talking about your problems, questions, and complaints. Whatever is on your mind, give us a call at 303-713-TALK. I'm going to take Willie, then I want to explain some stuff. You know, we nowadays, and Mark said this the other day, he sometimes thinks it's almost better to pay than dispute a charge with how far and how long it takes you. They have made it so difficult. It is unbelievable to me. And I don't know about you guys, but if you have a credit card and you use it for several things and auto pays, when you get a fraudulent charge and you dispute it, you have to re-enter all of those things back into your account or back onto the card. Willie, what's going on?
Yep.
What's going on, Willie?
So, bought a house with a girlfriend in April. Beginning end of September, she said she wanted to sell the house and go our separate ways.
Okay, when did you buy it, Willie? When did you buy it?
April 10th.
April 10th. And you're both on the deed and both on the loan?
Yes.
Okay. And now she says she wants to go her own way.
Yep.
Now, did you ever represent yourself as being married?
No, single man, single woman.
And she doesn't want to be married?
Correct.
So if you guys treat this as a partnership, because in the absence of an agreement, if you two own a piece of property, Colorado partnership laws will prevail. Okay. And basically, without giving you legal advice, because I urge you to do it, to look it up yourself or get help, but basically, Colorado partnership law says with the dissolution of a partnership, everything is equal. See, this is with the absence of an agreement. Everything is equal. That means the house shall be sold, bills shall be paid, and then either the equity or the debt that's left over will be split. Does she have a problem with that?
No.
Okay, then just do it.
I'd like to keep the house. I think I could get her to sign a quitclaim deed, give her 50% of the down payment back,
okay,
and refinance into my name.
Okay. If she'll do that, then you have to have it written up.
Okay.
But do it so it's written up properly. I would have an attorney do it. Because, Willie, what if you guys do this, and then a year down the road, that area is declared a special area. And now you're sitting on an asset that's worth 10 times more. She could come back to you and say, you cheated me.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
So what you want to do is make sure that doesn't happen.
Okay.
So I don't think it would be much to have an attorney do that.
Okay.
Or you guys go together to an attorney, whatever. But you got to get it done. Do you have any other property you're splitting?
Just the house.
And you're sure she'll be down with this, with you staying there?
Yeah, she has said more than once, if I want the house, I can have it.
Good. Then get something down in writing. You really need to do it. A quitclaim deed is not enough. I mean, it'll get you in your name, but then you got the loan. She can claim, hey, I was still at risk. It's part mine. Or if it goes way up in value, you do not want that hanging out. You want a full and complete settlement. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Have you guys ever encountered weird credit card problems? Every time I use Uber, every single time, charges show up on my account afterwards from all kinds of places. I can only conclude that Uber has lying, cheating drivers who steal credit cards, or there's a hole in their system and someone works at Uber that steals credit cards. I don't know how a driver could do it. He never sees your maybe I'm wrong. So there's some liars or cheaters either hacking into it or liars or cheaters that work for Uber. But I am telling you, and I'm going to make this declaration, every single time I use Uber, every single time, fraudulent charges show up on my account a week later. Every time. If I use Lyft, it never happens. If I don't use a ride share at all, never happens. Never, ever, ever. And then if I go out of town or anywhere and use Uber, fraudulent charges show up. I have actually alternated between Lyft for one trip and Uber for another. When I get back from the Uber trip, fraudulent charges. So I will never, ever use Uber again. I'd like to know if anyone else has ever experienced this, ever. Every single time. There has never been a time that I have used Uber that my card was safe. Is it a coincidence? Now, here's the deal. Recently, I had 4 charges show up for $19.99 on iTunes. $19.99, and I'm going to tell you something. It was on Capital One. So I contested the charges. They immediately stopped my card and sent me a new card. Now that alone is a pain in the ass. But it got rid of the charges. But the charges showed back up on my account. Why? Because iTunes verified them, right? I call, and iTunes says, you have never made these charges. We can see on your account that they are fraudulent because they're not in your name, nor were they made on your iTunes account. They were made on someone else's iTunes account. And I said, who? We can't tell you due to confidentiality. We need to protect the privacy of the account. And I said, hold on. You're protecting the privacy of someone who committed fraud. Yes. I said, you won't tell me who made those charges. No, I cannot. Can you tell me what the charges are for? No, I cannot. So, somebody goes on my account and makes charges for $19.99 4 times, and you can't tell me who did it. Nope. Privacy. Okay. What happens to them? They can't use the card anymore. I said, that's it? Yep. They can't use that card anymore. I says, don't you think you ought to punish them, like void their account for fraud? No, but guess whose account was voided for fraud? Mine. Now get this straight. I'm the victim. I get fraudulent charges. I call to report them, and they are protecting the person that committed fraud, and I'm the one whose account is flagged for fraud. Does that sound right to anybody? So now I go to Capital One, and I say, since my account was flagged for fraud, and since they even admitted it was fraud, I had them on a 3-way call. Will you take the charge off Capital One because the charge has been put back on my new account? No, we cannot. We flagged the charges you were credited on your old account. I said, yes, but they went on my new account. They said that's because they were recharged. And you see, anyone who has charges using your old card can simply make those charges again on your new card. And I said, then what's the purpose of issuing a new card? They said, well, we really don't know, but we do it all the time. I said, no, let me ask you something. You're telling me if I stop a card for fraud and get a new card, the person who had my old account can use the new card without having it? Yes, they can. Why? Well, if they had a recurring charge on your old account, they can transfer that recurring charge to your new account. I said, what if they don't have the number or the code? It doesn't matter. The fact that they had authorization on one card gives them authorization for every single card you get in the future. And I said, then what is the purpose of sending me a new card? Well, that's just in case someone else was using it on a 1 or 2 time purchase. But if they were using it for a recurring purchase, you are not protected from recurring purchases. And I said, why don't you tell people that? These are obviously recurring charges. Now, can you credit me for those recurring charges since they were fraudulent? Well, we'll have to send you a new card. And I said, but you just told me sending me a new card doesn't do any good. Well, in order to contest it, we have to send you a new card. I said, so, okay, let me get this straight. So you're going to send me a new card, but then next month all these charges will show up again. Yes. And I said, then what? Well, you'll just have to get another card. I say, so you're telling me now, because someone got my first card and has a recurring transaction, I have to cancel my card monthly. Does that make sense to anyone? Well, you could get iTunes to stop it. So I call iTunes. You got to hear this. And I says, iTunes, and they're on with me with Capital One. iTunes, I have fraudulent charges on my iTunes account under this card. They said, we don't have that card listed. I said, I know, it's my old card, And they said, yes, we see that your old card was compromised. And I said, okay, but Capital One recharged them on my new account because the fraudulent person had a recurring charge. So can you credit me on my new card? No, we can't. Well, why? Because your new card is no longer associated with your iTunes. And I said, but the reason it's not associated with my iTunes is because it's a new card that Capital One gave me, so I would not incur these fraudulent charges, but the fraudulent charges are going through anyway. And iTunes says, yes, when we have recurring charges on an old card, we put them through to the new card. And I said, but if the old one was fraudulent, why would you put them through to the new card? You're the ones that agreed it was fraudulent. Well, because the new card, no one reported it as fraudulent. And I said, but I can't report it as fraudulent because it's not on my account. That's right. So you can't block that card. No, I can't. And I said, well, can you give me a credit? No. Why? Because the credit card's not associated with it. And I said, so if I associate my card with my account, can you credit me? No, because they were made when that card was not associated with your account. And then I said, well, Capital One, then, can you do it? No, we can't. Those were legit charges from a previous account that went on this one. Now, do you understand that for me to get satisfaction, I literally have to cancel iTunes forever and Capital One? Forever. There's no way. And then they're going to report me for not making my payments because I won't pay the fraudulent charges. I swear to God, in today's world of technology, how is it possible that there is no solution? If you're listening to this, you don't think it's possible? Oh my God, it's possible.
This is Ed Green. Do you suffer from depression? Have you tried medications that either didn't work or had side effects, such as weight gain or sexual dysfunction? Roughly 40 million adults in the United States suffer from depression. If you or a loved one suffers from depression and traditional medications are failing them, get help with Arahant Mental Wellness. And call them right now, 303-502-5911. Arahant Mental Wellness has a new way to treat depression called transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS. TMS is a drug-free, non-invasive, and is FDA proven to treat depression. And it has none of the negative side effects of medication. Many patients feel relief after only a few weeks, and Arahant Mental Wellness takes most commercial insurances to pay for it. Stop suffering through depression and call Arahant Mental Wellness right now to set up a free consultation. Their phone number is 303-502-5911, 303-502-5911. Again, that important number, 303-502-5911, or online at hopethroughinnovation.com.
I'm Tom Martino for Simply Floors, Inc. The holiday rush is on. Buddy and Karen Mitchell, the owners, they simply have a company with all the new floor coverings cheaper because they just make less profit. They have great salespeople, great installers, great crews, and they make less profit and pass the savings on to you. So you'll routinely save 20%, 30%, 40%, sometimes 50%. Simply Floors, Inc. The holiday rush is on. You get extra discounts. Call for details, 303-456-4660, or stop in 52nd and Ward Southwest Corner, or make your own appointment at simplyfloorsinc.com.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents... Doug.
Limu, I love how we're always looking out for each other. Kind of like how Liberty Mutual looks out for you by customizing your home insurance. So you only pay for what you need.
Limu, why didn't you tell me about the uncovered manhole? I was literally just telling you. Limu, I had no idea you could swim.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Can you do more than a 401k or an IRA for your retirement? Yes. Find out about a safe investment that not only subsidizes your retirement, it also gives you tax-free money to use for college, home improvements, cars, while still earning interest and dividends. Sign up for a free informational seminar, October 24th and 26th. That's becomethebanker.org, or call 303-800-2919. 303-800-2919. Icon Eye Care is your hometown LASIK partner of the Denver Broncos. Hello, I'm Tom Martino. Icon Eye Care has done more than 250,000 LASIK procedures in Colorado with the top surgeons around. I'm getting the word out about Denver's LASIK Center of Excellence. See the world in a whole new light. Toss your glasses and contacts away. Call Icon today for your free LASIK consultation at 866-GOT-ICON, or visit iconeyecare.com. If you need to spruce up your kitchen, Art of Granite. They do natural stone and other solid surface countertops. They are a direct importer of granite, quartz, and other natural stones. You can see them all at their beautiful showroom. They also do cabinets. What I love about Mitch is how he does business. It starts out with a phone call. Then you can visit his beautiful showroom if you'd like. First, just on the phone, he'll tell you how to take some photos, take some measurements. He'll get you a preliminary price so you're not wasting your time. You'll see if it's in your budget, or they can adjust it to get into your budget. After that, you visit the showroom, pick out what you want, and he'll get you a specific price that will not change. Serving Denver Metro and the entire mountain communities, they do beautiful work, and it's a 1 to 4 week turnaround. Whatever you do in the kitchen, they do in the bathroom free. They tear out and haul away your old kitchen and your old bath free. Artofgranite.net. 303-386-5919. 303-386-5919.
Have you heard all the companies out there claiming they can help you with your back taxes? Most are all talk and get no results. At Larson Tax Relief, we put your taxes where our mouth is. Call us at 844-LARSON-TAX. If you owe $20,000, $50,000 or more, waiting will cost you more money. Before the IRS starts tapping your bank accounts or garnishing your wages, call Larson Tax Relief today. We've helped thousands just like you protect their assets and get back on track with the IRS. 844-LARSON-TAX. We help people and businesses that owe back taxes pay as little as possible. It's our specialty. It's our job. All you have to do is pick up the phone. Call 844-LARSON-TAX or check LarsonTaxRelief.com. We're family owned and operated and rated A+ with a Better Business Bureau. We're so sure we can help, we offer you a money-back guarantee. Call Larson Tax Relief today. 844-LARSON-TAX. That's 844-LARSON-TAX.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. We've got some snow on the way for the Thursday morning commute. That's when things could get rough. But before then, fairly quiet weather. Today's high 50, tomorrow 62. I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner, Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather. With an Allstate agent, you get a local expert and help finding the best coverage for you. And because they live in your community, you can always count on them to be there when you need them most. Plus, when you bundle home and auto, you can save. So call your local Allstate agent today. Are you in good hands?
Weekdays 2 to 4. It's Michael Brown.
Well, Beto O'Rourke compares the Trump administration to Nazi Germany. I guess he's looking for his own show on MSNBC.
A new time. It's a heck of a show with Michael Brown. Weekdays 2 to 4 on Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. So, I've mentioned that every time I use my Uber, this card associated with that account is hacked. It's happened 4 different times, and I did it as an experiment with 4 different cards. So I finally got all those disputed, and now I'm of the conclusion that Uber's system is not secure. It is used every single time I use Uber. Never when I use Lyft. It's too much to be a coincidence. How is that happening? Now, Sam is on the line. He's an Uber driver. 303-713-TALK is our number. Call with this or any topic you have. Give us a call, 303-713-TALK. Go ahead, Sam.
First off, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. What's going on?
Not much. I'll tell you, as a driver, and I'm a passenger as well, on the passenger side, knock on wood, I've never had any issues. But as a driver, all I see is your name and where I'm taking you. I have no idea if you're paying with an American Express or MasterCard. As drivers, we don't see your card.
That makes me feel better than it's not a driver.
Yeah.
Do the people back at the office, how is it that my card is hacked every single time?
I have no idea. I mean, we end the ride, we get the payment, and it goes from there. So I have no idea who's seeing it. And it might be something on your phone, a virus on your phone, rather than in the Uber system.
What does that mean? How could it be on my phone?
It never happens to me on Uber, though.
I know, but...
Have you downloaded something and caught a virus?
But why only Uber? Why does it only hack Uber and no other app?
Above my pay grade.
Yeah. I mean, listen, man, I don't know. I just don't know. It just seems to me that it's too weird. It's just too weird. But thank you for telling me about drivers. They never see a card, he's saying. How could that be? How could that be truly anything but just, I don't see how it can be in my phone, but Mark, it never happens to you.
No.
Never happens to me.
Well, okay, but
it's you.
No, wait. But why? Why to me? Why? What is it?
That I don't know.
No, I'm serious, because I don't think, maybe, does someone else have this problem? That's what I want to know. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. I swear to God that I seem to have problems no one else does. I do. I have been faced with so many first-time problems, I can't believe it. But this one on iTunes for $19.99, first of all, what costs $19.99 on iTunes? I don't know. What costs $19.99? I'd like to know that, because it's a charge that shows up. And can you believe that they won't they won't expose the cheat because they want to protect their account. And that's the part I find weird. They wouldn't tell me who it was. Now, they said if it was a family member, they would have. If it was like another ID on my account. But I don't have family sharing or any time. And when I go on my account, I can't find it. But look at this. I am finding tons of people online. Suzanne, tons of people that were charged. My bank account was charged $19.99. I did not make the purchase. How do I get a refund? And it was from iTunes. Can you believe that? Wow. I wonder if this is like some weird thing. $19.99. I did not make. It says you can follow these instructions. Get help for an item you purchased at the App Store. That's not right. You can't. My God, it's amazing. You call them and you get a recording. There's no place to talk to Apple. Well, Suzanne happened to find one, but credit card problems, we are victim to them because we live in this society. Suzanne, where'd you get that number? Because when I call the number on my bill, here's what it says. To contest a charge, to find out why a charge is on your account, go to iTunes.com, click, and it hangs up.
So I Googled iTunes billing phone number, and a phone number came up that I called.
And by the way, there are at least 20 different Apple iTunes posts. It says $19.99 charged to their account through their credit card. We have more coming up. Give us a call. We have lines open at 303-713-TALK.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Dan Kaplis today at 4, 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate.
There's a few minor blips of delay here and there across the metro area freeway system, but for the most part, got somewhere to go. Now's a good time to try to get there. Outbound Pena Boulevard, a bit stop and go there from Tower traveling out to 56th. Watch out for that. A few little blips of delay on westbound I-70. Westbound a bit slow in the elevated portion. Westbound 270 a little heavy either side of Vasquez. And a bit of delay on the eastbound side of 6th Avenue. It's a bit stop and go either side of Wadsworth. The weather forecast going to be mostly sunny, breezy today, though, with a high near 51. Right now, mostly cloudy skies in the Mile High City and 47. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Pete Wagner on 630 KHOW.
With an Allstate agent, you get a local expert and help finding the best coverage for you. And because they live in your community, you can always count on them to be there when you need them most. Plus, when you bundle home and auto, you can save. So call your local Allstate agent today. Are you in good hands?
John Fuller, Fuller Law. He is a personal injury attorney. If you have ever been in a car accident, a truck accident, any kind of an accident, he is a traffic accident specialist. He can help you answer your questions. If you don't know if you have a case, call him. If you don't know what your case is worth, call him. John Fuller is honest, okay? He'll be the first one to tell you if a personal injury is worth pursuing or not, or if you can do it yourself. 303-597-4500. He's on my referral list, John Fuller, 303-597-4500.
Did you know indoor air can be 5 times dirtier than outdoor air? Hard to believe, right? And if you suffer from allergies or asthma, breathing clean air is not just important, it's essential. I'm Jaya Rao, co-founder of Molecule, makers of radically different air purifiers. Until now, the most common way to get cleaner air was with a HEPA filter. But outdated HEPA technology doesn't effectively remove bacteria and mold, which can make you sick. Molecule's revolutionary Pico technology doesn't just trap micropollutants, it actually destroys them. Molecule works so well, it made Time Magazine's list of best inventions. For truly clean air in rooms big or small, there's a Molecule air purifier for you. Try it for 60 days risk-free and send it back if you're not satisfied. Plus, right now, when you visit molecule.com, spelled MOLEKULE, you'll save 10% with promo code FRESHAIR. That's promo code FRESHAIR. Don't collect pollutants. Destroy them with Molecule.
Napa know-how. Why should you buy a 99-cent Napa bag? Because it's no ordinary bag. It can save you 20% on 3 or more items you can fit inside. Some call that magic. Others say it's the 8th wonder of the world. But whatever it is, it's the best way to save you 20% on brakes, filters, wipers, and more. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores while supplies last. Minimum 3 items. Exclusions apply. Offer ends 10/31/19.
If you have hail damage, Excel Roofing should be the first call you make, even before your insurance company. Excel will tell you if there's damage so you can be armed with accurate information to file your claim. I'm consumer advocate Tom Martino. Excel will give you a full written estimate and make sure the work is done right. In an industry filled with cheats and ripoffs, I'm glad to have a company like Excel to recommend. No money up front ever, no cancellation fees, no games. Just a great company you can depend on. And judging by all of the complaints I get on my radio show, I can tell you that is rare. Excel Roofing, 303-761-6400. They've always done my roofs. They should do yours too. 303-761-6400. That's 761-6400. Or excelroofing.com.
Excel Roofing, we're on top of it.
The big question, can rates continue to drop? Have you taken advantage of these low rates, or are you still waiting? Take AIM, Affordable Interest Mortgage. To get that low rate, to lower your payment, or to take cash out for home improvement, or just pay off debt and save even more. Call 720-895-0500. Have you applied for a loan and been treated like just another number? Or is no one listening to what you want? Never get the same person when you call to find out your status? Take AIM, 720-895-0500, where we've been providing personalized service since 2001. We want to know what you want. We listen to you and find the loan that fits you, all with lower fees and low rates. We will save you time and thousands in unnecessary expense and interest. 720-895-0500. Want to pay off your home faster without changing your spending habits? Want to see how much you can save when you use a broker who knows Colorado? We offer low down payment loans, purchase loans to 95% without mortgage insurance, and customized terms. Take AIM, 720-895-0500, and be treated with respect again. And MLS 298191, regulated by DORA, equal credit lender.
Centeno Schultz is the stem cell clinic that I recommend for true living stem cell therapy. If you are looking for a stem cell clinic, go to Dr. Chris Centeno and his team. He's the first one to do stem cell treatment in a clinical setting in the entire country. You can find out more at their website, avoidsurgerytoday.com. Don't accept any chiropractic clinics or medical clinics where amniotic fluid or umbilical cord is used. It is not living stem cells. You will not get living stem cells unless they are extracted at the time of the treatment. I can't emphasize that enough. People are wasting money all over the metro area on lying, cheating ripoffs. If you're looking for true living stem cell therapy, Centeno Schultz. And ask about their weekly seminars, 303-963-9201. Avoidsurgerytoday.com. 303-963-9201. 963-9201. Avoidsurgerytoday.com.
630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, the best of the best, 303-713-8255. And that's our number. But Frank Duran, therealestateman.com for buying or selling real estate. Let's talk, Susan. Susan, you have an Uber comment. Go ahead, Susan.
I use Uber all the time. I've been using it for years.
Yes?
Never. And I don't know anyone else that's been hacked either.
All right, well, that's okay. I just want to find out, Kathy, what about you? Kathy? There is no. Okay, I'll take Brett. Brett, go ahead.
Hey, Tom. Uber has a problem with the security on their servers. I used Uber last about 6 years ago.
Yes.
And what happened was I was working, and I'm in Colorado, and I see my Uber app pops up, and it shows someone trying to find me in England. So I canceled it, and I emailed with them back and forth because, you can't call them. And all they did was refund the amount, and the problem was with the exchange rate, I actually lost money when they refunded the amount. So
that's incredible.
They have a problem with their servers getting hacked. And you can go online and look at it. I'm telling you, it's there. I looked it up, but they will not respond to it. They will not respond to that specific issue. So I deleted Uber. I don't use it again.
Yeah, I'm never using it.
Change my password. They told me to change my password. I was like, forget that. You're gone.
No, I'm never using it. Kathy, you're back. Go ahead, Kathy.
Okay, sorry about that. I haven't used Uber. My husband wanted me to use it the other day, and I said no. I don't trust a lot. Anything that has to do with a credit card, I'm very paranoid about. But here's the thing: a lot of this stuff goes on in the hierarchy, and people that have more access to more of your information. Another thing in your case too is your higher profile, but. I've had that with the credit union where they want all your information, including your driver's license, and I've been a victim of identity theft, and the only thing that they didn't have right was my driver's license. So that saved me. But even with, and this has happened with two credit unions, two different types of things, but it turns out in one of my credit unions, it was the branch manager who had been taking money from another lady's account for 10 years.
Wow. Wow.
And so it's up there in the hierarchy, and if they don't do it themselves, which often they do, they give information to other unscrupulous people that obviously use it for other things. They get offended and they get a little indignant when you don't want to give them all this information like, well, you can trust us. That is not true. And it usually is somebody in the hierarchy that has more information than your driver does.
I think that we've come to a point where credit card fraud will always happen. You just have to be vigilant. I mean, that's really what it's down to. There's no way to protect yourself. It's going to happen. Now, as far as this goes, there are tons of Apple iTunes charges. They say APL and then an asterisk, Apple iTunes Store with a number. They say this is not a legit charge. Charges, we don't have an iTunes account, and this shows up on our account all the time. Wells Fargo refunded the charges. They recommend we close the account, stating that frequently people run a stolen card a few times for little amounts to see if it'll work. But anyway, this Apple iTunes has been showing up on a lot of people's accounts for $19.99. There are so many people reporting the same exact thing, $19.99 on this. So here's what I want to know. Are they doing it through the account, or are they doing it through the credit card account or the iTunes account? It sounds like iTunes is getting hacked, which means even if you stop a credit card, you're going to have a problem. Hey, Chad, what's going on with you?
Hey, so here's the thing on Apple. The $19.99 could be software for an iPad, or it could be for an iMac, because that iTunes Store handles everything, all their software, like the Windows Store kind of.
Yeah.
But on your support, on your iPhone, Tom, search for an application called Apple. It's a little blue icon with a little apple on it.
Yeah.
And you open it, and in the middle bottom, there's a little button that says Get Support, and then you just start going down the little rabbit hole, and eventually Apple just calls you and takes care of it.
God, is that... But apparently, though, it's either the credit card or iTunes, but somehow people are being charged this $19.99, but it doesn't show up on the iTunes account. And, you know, here's the thing. You would have thought iTunes would have heard about this because even on their website, there are like 100 posts about this $19.99 charge.
Oh, interesting.
Anyway,
So
yeah.
what-
So, I mean,
so
why
maybe
didn't
I'm
they
not
tell me
following.
that?
So you have, so it's not in your account. It's just on your credit card statement.
It's on my credit card statement, and it says Apple iTunes, but there is no receipt on Apple iTunes. So this Apple iTunes is not going to Apple. It's going somewhere else. So, you know, it's a weird one.
Well, remember the other thing is that you can assign your own little code that shows up on a credit card statement. Because I know that when I do ticketing for like my shows, it'll say, "What do you want your credit card receipt to say?" And it could just be that someone just puts APPL in there, and there's basically, you know, spoofing the credit card company just like they do with email and things like that. I can see that all the time because again, when I do a show, I'm a magician, and I do tickets, I just put the name of my show.
Oh, I see what you're saying, but you can't kind of do that on iTunes because when you make a charge, it's pre-populated. I mean, here's the deal. Do you guys ever check? We talked about this the other day. Do you really ever check your credit card statements and see that the amount entered is the amount on your receipt? How many people actually do it? Now, we had a guy call in that says he does everything on a spreadsheet and knows every single charge. You know what? That's incredible because there are so many charges that probably sneak through that you never, ever made. Think about it. On your credit card, who keeps track of every single purchase and then compares it to their credit card? I'll bet you hardly anyone. Hardly anyone. Wackos. Yeah, but Mark, there's a lot of money being spent, I'll bet. A lot of money being wasted. I'll bet you right now on I'll bet you 60% of all people with credit cards that don't check their statements have charges every single month, 50 cents, 30 cents, whatever, going through, either added to the receipt or just as a fraudulent charge that they never notice.
Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Delta Dental of Colorado.
There's a couple of trouble spots on eastbound 6th Avenue to watch out for. Crash eastbound 6th approaching Sheridan. That looks like that wreck has been moved to the shoulder. Still some residual backups to Wadsworth. And a stall there on the ramp from eastbound 6th Avenue onto northbound I-25. So watch out. They're trying to get that cleared out of the way. The rest of the drive across town in fairly decent shape. Westbound I-70 slow in the elevated portion, but really the highway drive in fantastic shape across town. Weather forecast going to be mostly sunny, breezy with a high near 51. Tonight, clear and breezy overnight, a low of 32. Tomorrow, sunny and warmer, a high of 62. Right now, mostly cloudy and 47. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner on 630 KHOW.
Delta Dental of Colorado can help you protect your oral health so you can unleash your smile power. Go to deltadentalco.com today to see all of the plan options for groups, individuals, and families.
Rocky's Autos, 63rd and Federal. Yeah, they got your four-wheel drives and all-wheel drives and front-wheel drives getting ready for winter. In fact, they change out their inventory a couple times a month. So if you go there and you think you don't see what you want, go again. Rocky's Autos, a large selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and what you need to do is shop and put them on the list. They don't mind. Stop by 63rd and Federal. Monday through Friday, 9 to 7, or Saturdays, 9 to 6. Closed Sundays. They're family-friendly, kid-friendly, even pet-friendly. And check out RockiesAutos.com. Now, they have 40 lenders to choose from, so when you're going in, you don't have to settle for any one lender. You pick the loan that best suits you, and they will originate right there. They have better pricing, better trade-in values because they like to sell the trades right there, and no pressure. Rockies, 63rd and Federal, 303-426-4646.
PetSmart understands that sometimes your pet sounds like this when you want them to sound like this. We recommend giving them this. Delicious and nutritious American Canidae, two of the latest arrivals to PetSmart's selection of natural pet foods. Give your pets kibble, wet food, and treats from American Canaday. You want it? We got it. We're PetSmart. Save up to $2 on American Canaday dry food, in-store only while supplies last. See store for details.
Are your windows a little old? Do they whistle when the wind blows? Where's all that dust and pollen coming from? Are they hard to open and close? Old windows can waste a lot of energy. It's time for beautiful, energy-efficient window replacements from Dream Style Windows and Doors, featuring Pella. This month only, save 18%, plus an additional $500 off. Zero down, no payments, no interest for 12 months. Hurry, this offer ends October 31st. Dream Style Remodeling has the perfect solution from Pella. Visit DreamStyleWindows.com. PC 0003837.
Ideal Home Loans. For your next ideal home loan, you've heard me say that before, because they have programs made for you, and they will pick a loan program right for you. For example, if you're approved, approval means you can get a loan, but with Ideal Home Loans, they go beyond the approval with credit optimization. They tweak your credit in order to get even better pricing and better rates. Credit optimization. They also have the pick your term loan. You may not want to go back to 30 years. You can pick whatever term you want. And then they have the rate guarantee. If you refinance or you purchase and rates go down, guess what? They will refinance you free of all lender fees within the next 2 years. And then the pre-approval of your shopping for a home, wow, that's like getting a cash offer for a seller, because you're pre-approved and they guarantee you'll close in 3 weeks or less. 303-867-7000, 867-7000, idealhomeloans.com. If you have traditional insulation in your walls, you're probably paying too much on energy bills. You need the right insulation for true efficiency. Whether upgrading or building new, you need the incredible Rocky Mountain Retro Foam. This is not the foam you see in cans at big box stores. This is advanced injection foam, filling wall cavities, maintaining R value permanently in all temperatures. No hassle application. Injected from outside the home, compacting existing insulation, filling every nook and cranny around it. Retrofoam is environmentally friendly, no off-gassing, and can even make your home up to 80% quieter. Comfort, lower energy bills in a day or less. What are you waiting for? You have everything to gain, nothing to lose. Call Rocky Mountain Retrofoam now. 720-676-6333. 720-676-6333. And see their amazing video at foamyourwalls.com.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents. And Doug.
You two, my office, now! Emu, Doug, you're being transferred across town.
Oh, because they haven't heard that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need.
No, it's because Limu keeps eating the chips on Janine's desk. And her keyboard, and her expense reports, and her stress balls, and her...
Liberty. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Real travel is life-changing. With Trafalgar, you'll discover the best way to travel and connect with the culture, people, and places you visit. You'll travel with the freedom to discover and the confidence to explore. With over 300 trips on all 7 continents, you get real experiences that you won't find elsewhere. These are just a few of the greatest travel stories you'll ever tell. Save up to 10% on trips. Terms and conditions apply. Visit your travel agent or Trafalgar.com. Trafalgar, simply the best.
Ask Alexa to play 630 KHOW. Then you can hear Michael Brown impact your life this afternoon at 2.
Getting 630 KHOW from iHeartRadio.
Denver's talk station.
On your smart speaker.
Available on over 2,000 devices.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. Let me get this straight. iTunes, I think, is separate from the App Store, right? Because I don't ever buy anything on iTunes. I don't care about iTunes. But anyway, Dennis, do you keep track of all your receipts?
Every darn one of them, every month, and compare it to the credit card every time.
Do you know what I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 credit cards, and I have literally hundreds of transactions on each. So I'd be looking at 5,000 transactions a month.
That's a lot, but you know, Tom, it gripes me sideways for somebody to spend my money. That's crazy.
No, it is. You know what? I've said this before. I'll pay, people say, are you price conscious? And I say, yes. I'll pay unlimited amount for if I get what I pay for. I will not pay a dime if it's not worth it.
Exactly. Capital One, it's not, hey, Tom, it's not just a commercial. They want to know what's in your wallet.
Yeah, that's true. 303-713-TALK. Here's what really sucks. Here's what really sucks, though. Think about this. How many times are there charges going through right now? Right now. People, it's happening. I'm wondering if I should give Daphne another duty. I call her she's not only an associate producer, but she's an executive assistant.
You'd have to keep a copy of every receipt.
Oh, my God. Well, I know.
Who does that?
Mark, but aren't we acknowledging that we're going to be ripped off sometime? Yes. It's the cost of doing business, Mark. Is that what you're thinking? You know what? You more than anyone, you are really a stickler. I know you are because I hear you on the phone. But that doesn't seem to bother you if there's several charges going through every month that you didn't approve? Yeah, how do you reconcile that? Or are you thinking they're not that many or that it's not happening?
Well, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm just saying I am not keeping. If I kept every credit card receipt, I'd spend $3,000 on a bookkeeper each month just to look at it.
I know. Dan, go ahead, Dan. What about you? Hello, Dan.
Hi, Tom.
What's going on?
Just talking about charges you really don't pay attention to. Look at your Excel bill.
Oh, yeah. First of all,
$15 charge on there for reading and servicing your meter.
And you're right.
I've been in my house for 27 years. Nobody's ever come to service my meter.
You know, you're right. You are right. God, man, I'm getting pissed off now. What are we going to do? See, here's the problem. What do we do about it? What do we do about it? What do we do about it? That's the answer. That's the question. What do we do? There's not much we can do about all of it, you know? Not much. Dan? Go ahead, Dano. Or were you just on, Dano? No. Were you? Yes. With the receipts, the hidden charges? I think it's John's turn. Go ahead, John.
Hi, Tom.
Yes.
My wife and I keep a spreadsheet on receipts. Every Saturday we enter the receipts, and every month we get the statement from the credit card. We compare it to what we entered in each receipt.
How many cards do you have?
2.
2.
We mostly use one, but we have 2 of them. But I just don't want to get screwed over. Every now and then we do catch charges, and most of the time it's a tip at a restaurant that has been changed.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I think that it's something that, like Mark said, it would cost in bookkeeping. See, you probably don't have that many.
I just never use cash, man. I mean, never. 0. When's the last time you used cash for something? Every day. God, I just never use cash.
I never. You use cash every day?
My credit card bills at the end of the month are almost minimal because I use cash for everything.
Use cash for everything?
Yeah, just about except for gas.
Well,
that way at the end of the month I don't get surprised by my credit card bill and I don't have to worry about how many charges are on there.
I will not I will not use cash. I just can't stand that. I want a record of things, but the world is getting out of hand with technology. Have you ever had a charge you just didn't bother disputing because it was too much trouble? Anyway, we're talking about more than this, but this is what the show's about, damn it. Let's make some noise. If you have a problem, question, or complaint, give me a call at 303-713-TALK. Let's do something about it. 713-8255. I'm Tom Martino. One of the finest companies I know, Excel Roofing, the way they do business, the ownership and the management, from the top down, they believe in excellence, hence the name Excel Roofing. First of all, they will never trick you into anything like signing a blank contract or saying we'll take care of whatever your insurance wants to take care of. When it comes to roofing, they believe you need to be fully informed, so they give you a full contract with everything that needs to be done, and then they will fight with your insurance company to get what you need if it comes to that. And then then you don't pay a dime, not one dime, to get them on the job and to finish that job. Then, only if you're 100% happy, you pay. And by the way, they don't even have a cancellation penalty because they know that they will earn your trust, your business, and your loyalty. That's Excel Roofing. 303-761-6400. Whether it be a repair or whether it be a major replacement, keep them in mind, especially with the storms coming. 303-761-6400. ExcelRoofing.com.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Dan Kaplis at 4, 630 KHOW, Denver.
ABC News, I'm Gio Benitez. A major settlement today linked to the nation's opioid crisis. 3 drug distributors and a drug manufacturer, Teva Pharmaceuticals, have agreed to pay $260 million, avoiding the first federal opioids trial. 2 Ohio counties brought the case.
I believe that the bellwether lawsuits, the bellwether settlement should set a standard for all of the cities and counties and states around the country.
Cuyahoga County Prosecutor Michael O'Malley. At a cabinet meeting today, President Trump telling reporters he doesn't want to leave U.S. troops in northern Syria, except for those needed to protect oil fields in the region. The idea was floated earlier by Defense Secretary Mark Esper. The Trump administration says it's moving ahead with plans to collect DNA samples from unauthorized migrants, including asylum seekers crossing the southern U.S. border. Civil liberties groups say that practice should be reserved for dangerous criminals. This is ABC News. Police in Birmingham, Alabama hope new surveillance footage leads them to 3-year-old Camille McKinney, who vanished more than a week ago.
In the video, which is taken from across the street, you first see a man pass the girl and a friend by in a playground area. Then a second man approaches the 2 children. Witnesses say that he offered the children candy, and you see him walk off with the 2 girls. One of those girls has not been seen since.
That's ABC's Steve Osunsami. The streaming wars are taking a toll on Netflix. The company reports the number of new subscribers was less than expected for a second straight quarter. Netflix shares are down 30% from its peak 16 months ago. The month-long auto workers' strike against General Motors has taken a toll on both sides. The union voting on a tentative deal this week, but workers not back on the job and getting $275 a week. GM losing production of more than 300,000 vehicles. Gio Benitez, ABC News.
You see them all around town. Cintas trucks and their service reps taking care of customers. When companies use Cintas, you know they're confident and ready. Cintas helps with their fire protection and first aid and safety programs, handles their apparel solutions, and helps keep their facility and restrooms clean and stocked. So you know those companies care about their employees, facilities, and image. When all those things work together, they're ready for business.
Oh, I'm ready!
Get Cintas and get ready for the workday.
What would you like to be better at?
Dancing.
Poker.
Yoga. According to a study, CVS customers are better than most at something important, staying on prescriptions, which tends to make you healthier. So get a free prescription savings review. Plus, earn up to 50 extra bucks rewards each year for filling. Because of the things you could be better at, staying healthy tops them all. Treat yourself well at CVS. Terms and conditions apply. Not all prescriptions eligible. See our pharmacist or cvs.com/rx savings or /rx rewards.
KHOW News Time, 12:03.
Prosecutors in southern Colorado will not be allowed to suggest Patrick Frazee attacked a cow before killing his fiancée. That ruling coming from a judge during Frazee's final court appearance before trial. Prosecutors wanted to use those allegations to show Frazee was violent. He's accused of beating Kelsey Barrett to death last November inside her Woodland Park home. That court case is scheduled to start later this month. An effort to recall Colorado Senate President Leroy Garcia has failed. The Denver Post reporting that the group seeking a recall of Garcia were not able to collect enough signatures. They needed more than 13,000, but apparently turned in petitions containing just 4 names. This comes as groups around the state have sought to recall 5 Democratic politicians over the last few months. In Pueblo County, there's a new task force to prevent illegal dumping. District 2 Commissioner Garrison Ortiz says people have been leaving plastics and even hazardous waste on the side of the road or in fields. The task force has set up cameras on some utility poles in hopes to find illegal dumpers. That's the latest. I'm Connor Shreve.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate.
The drive across the Mile High City Freeway system in pretty good shape. Crash on eastbound 6th Avenue approaching Sheridan off to the right shoulder there, still causing some delays to Wadsworth. Just travel through that area with caution. And that stall on the ramp eastbound 6th Avenue onto northbound I-25, that's been cleared out of the way as well, so good news there. The rest of the drive across town in decent shape. Up in the high country, still an icy and dicey drive, especially west of the Eisenhower Tunnel at this time, so just be careful if you're traveling along the corridor in the high country. The weather forecast, going to be mostly sunny, breezy though today with a high near 51. Right now it's mostly cloudy in Denver and 47. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Pete Wagner on 630 KHOW.
With an Allstate agent, you get a local expert and help finding the best coverage for you. And because they live in your community, you can always count on them to be there when you need them most. Plus, when you bundle home and auto, you can save. So call your local Allstate agent today. Are you in good hands?
You know, I can read the tiniest of print without glasses at 65, and you can too with a clear lens exchange. Oh, you can do LASIK. They're experts at LASIK. They have done hundreds of thousands of LASIK procedures. But what about brand new lenses where you'll never get cataracts? You'll never need glasses. They'll never tint or yellow. They'll never wear out. You'll have like bionic eyes. A clear lens exchange. That's what I did. Perfect vision. IconEyecare.com. 866-GOT-ICON. IconEyecare.com.
Inkmar Garage Door now offers the ultimate in security and accessibility for your garage door. With LiftMaster MyQ technology, you can now monitor how long your garage door has been open or closed and operate your LiftMaster opener with your smartphone from anywhere in the world. Go to inkmar.com today and see the LiftMaster 8550 for yourself or to book an appointment online at your convenience. Inkmar, everything doors since 1956.
630 KHOW has your shot at $1,000 now. Text the nationwide keyword TALK to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's TALK to 200-200. This is the Troubleshooter Show.
Help, I need somebody.
Now, Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Help me if you can, I'm feeling down.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. We are here to help you solve your problems, answer questions, take complaints. One Clear Choice Garage Doors is the place to call right now if you're having a problem, or if you just want an inspection, or you need a repair, or you need a new door or new opener starting at just $333 with wide Wi-Fi technology. That's oneclearchoicedoors.com. Okay, let's talk, because this is a very important discussion. First and foremost, I found out stuff about iTunes. Apple is not the entity billing my credit card. That's why iTunes was at a loss to tell me more and to do anything about it. What they didn't want to tell me is that there is a company out there that is putting themselves on your credit card bill as if they're Apple. But the way Apple bills and the way this company bills is different. They are a company calling themselves Apple. No one at a credit card company literally reads who the company is. I mean, it says iTunes. So here's what they're hoping, that we, the public, will look at our charge account, will see something charged to Apple iTunes and not dispute it. I saw several charges to Apple iTunes for $19.99. I go on my iTunes account, and it's not there. Now, they give me a number to call, but the number I'm calling is not a real Apple number. So you see, they have a scam company billing millions of people for this fraudulent charge. Now, according to the internet, they're not all $19.99. Some of them are $4.79. Some of them are 99 cents. So that means someone is billing under the name of Apple. When you call Apple to dispute it, they don't even have those charges on your account. Capital One, they don't know what to do. This is weird, but Joyce has a comment on Uber, another problem I'm having. Whenever I use the Uber app, I am hacked, the credit card. Now listen, I have done this 4 times with 4 different cards on 4 different occasions. And in between, I also used my Lyft account. After using Uber, every time, charges showed up. After using Lyft, never charges show up unauthorized. Joyce, what's your comment?
I have never had an Uber account. I got charges last year from Japan on my card.
After using Uber?
I've never used Uber, and I've never had an Uber account.
But does it show Uber?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Uber's, I'm telling you, their system, they got a problem with their system.
Yeah. Wells Fargo caught it. They sent it to me as fraud, asked me to contact them, so I did. They have blocked Uber completely from my account. I can never use them now.
Oh, man. Well, you know, what can I say? That it's Uber. I mean, I'm just hearing more and more. Judy, what about you? What is your experience?
Well, I'm not calling about Uber. I was calling about tracking credit cards, charges.
Yes.
And
what about it?
I charge almost everything. I've been known to charge $1 at a grocery store because it's easier than paying cash. And I have somewhere between 10 and 12 credit cards.
Yes.
I use 2 primarily, and I track every single charge. And every once in a while, I'll catch something. And I agree with the gentleman who said it's a tip change at a restaurant. It's usually a mistake. It's not like someone intentionally trying to, defraud me.
Yeah. So you have how many cards altogether?
I'm going to say 10 to 12. I'd have
Wait a minute. And you track on 10 to 12 cards?
Yes, and I charge absolutely everything.
Judy, what do you do for a living?
I own a small business.
Are you a bookkeeper? Are you a bookkeeper?
No.
How many receipts do you have? If you have 10 accounts and charge everything, you have more than 1,000 receipts a month. Come on, Judy.
Depends. I was on a trip, and again, I charge absolutely everything.
Then how do you do it?
You stash them in a place, and then when you have a little time, you post everything. And I know when my statements are coming in, and when I get a chance, I sit down, I go through them, just knock them off, file receipts, and
Come
I'm done.
on, man, you're crazy.
No, once you get the system set up, it's not a big deal.
Okay, that's what you're saying. Okay, all right. But man, I see what I see what you're saying. I know what you're saying. You get a system going because there's really mostly charges from merchants, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
If something shows up, I'm aware immediately.
Okay. Well, thank you. That's good information. Liz, what about you, Liz?
Hello. I heard an advertisement on your show for Dr. Fix-It.
You mean Fix It 24/7 or Dr. Fix-It?
Dr. Fix-It.
What is Dr. Fix-It? I don't know what Dr. Fix-It is.
Oh. Okay. Well,
it's a heating and air HVAC company.
Oh, it's a heating and air company. Thanks, Doc. I don't have that. I don't do that commercial, Dr. Fix-It. No, it's not one of mine. I'm not, but I'll still help you with a problem. Tell me what's going on.
Well, I don't really need help, but I just wanted to tell you because I thought I got it off your show.
Okay.
They came out. It was $49 to inspect my furnace.
Wait a minute. They charge you $39 to check your furnace? That's
49.
what 49.
49.
Oh, see, Mark, this company Dr. Fix-It is an HVAC company.
I think they've been around a while though.
Man, those names are too similar. She thought she was calling Fix-It 24/7. And then what happened? They checked your furnace, and what happened?
Okay, well, they checked my furnace, and then they said I needed this done and that done and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like, $1,600.
Yeah.
And so it kind of scared me, so I told the guy that came out, and I said, I need another opinion. So I called Brian from Eaglecrest.
From Eaglecrest, okay.
And he came out, and he said, your furnace runs perfect. He said, there is nothing wrong. They did not do anything.
Now, I see that Dr. Fix-It is on Dave Logan's site. Why don't you call him and tell him that? Why don't you call them? They're on Team Logan, Dr. Fix-It. I think we need to this is weird. I mean, because the name's too similar. I got to make clear Dr. Fix-It is not Fix-It 24/7. So you're telling me these guys gave you a list of things wrong. Do you have that in writing?
Yes, I do.
Okay. If you have that in writing, I'd like you to send it to us, and then you have the other company who told you nothing was wrong with it?
Right.
Did you call Dr. Fix-It to tell them maybe they have a bad whatchamacallit, employee or something, or technician?
Well, the thing about it is I did call them on Friday, and I said, I totally feel like I've been taken. And, just for...
How old's your furnace?
It's 12 years old.
Well, I'd like to call them and see if they have a comment on it. I want to see the paperwork first before we call them. But they are not associated with Fix-It 24/7. Now, let me explain something. Dr. Fix-It has great ratings on the internet. I don't know anything about them. Do you, Mark? Okay, but they have pretty good reviews on the internet. And they're on. Listen, their Google reviews are 4.5 stars, 4.6 stars.
On Yelp, it's only 3 out of 5.
On Yelp, it's 3 out of 5. Okay, listen. I want proof of what you're saying. You're telling me that they tried to push repairs that were not needed. How much did their estimate come to?
$1,627.
And what did you actually get it fixed for?
Well, there was nothing to be fixed.
Nothing.
When I called.
Okay. All right. I believe you. Nothing, you're saying. Okay. Hold on. Amy, you have a comment. Go ahead, Amy. You're on.
Hi.
Hi.
Dr. Fix-It came to my grandmother's house last week and told her she needed a new heat exchanger or a new furnace. We called a second company. They came out. She just needed a new thermostat.
Are you sure it was Dr. Fix-It?
Dr. Fix-It, not Fix-It 24/7.
Okay.
Dr. Fix-It.
Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm not glad. I don't want to see anyone ripped off. But they have some good reviews, except Yelp is 3. They're on Team Logan. I suggest you guys call Team Logan and tell them that this guy is on there. And, Daff, we should call Fix-It 24/7. I'd like to know if they get complaints about this company because the name is so similar. Now, we're talking about Dr. Fix-It, 2 people. One woman called and said they ripped off her grandma. The other one called and said they tried to get $1,000 from her, and her furnace needs absolutely nothing. Now, one thing I want to say to be absolutely clear. There are things companies recommend you may not need. But they say it's recommended. That's not a ripoff. I'm going to give you an example close to home. Some of our people on the referral list will actually tell you you need a blower motor because the blower is seeping oil out of the bearings. Now, you're not going to take the bearings out and replace them, and you're not going to reseal them. So what happens? Eventually, it will run out of oil, and eventually it might seize. It could take a year. It could take 10 years. But they may recommend a new blower motor, and another company may come and say, you don't need it. So I want to be completely fair. I don't know exactly what this estimate says. I want Liz to send it to us. But I got to make clear we're talking about Dr. Fix-It, not Fix-It 24/7.
Weekdays 2 to 4. It's Michael Brown.
Well, Beto O'Rourke compares the Trump administration to Nazi Germany. I guess he's looking for his own show on MSNBC.
A new time. It's a heck of a show with Michael Brown. Weekdays 2 to 4 on Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Let's tell you about a real hail-proof roof. Roofs by Johnson. Ask for EuroShield. RoofsByJohnson.com. They have stunning designs, a wide variety of styles and colors, and something else. It's eligible for maximum insurance discounts. Virtually maintenance-free with a lifetime warranty, virtually indestructible. They have a hail-proof guarantee. extreme durability in all weather. Now, it's installed by experts at Johnson Construction, and they are eco-friendly with insulating qualities. They make your house more quiet, and they add value to your home. If you're interested in this, it's roofsbyjohnson.com. Hail-proof. 303-719-ROOF. 303-719-ROOF.
Have you heard about the new all-in-one Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare? The AARP Medicare Advantage Walgreens plan from United Healthcare includes coverage for all of your healthcare needs, from medical and hospital insurance to prescription drug coverage, all rolled into one convenient plan. The AARP Medicare Advantage Walgreens plan from United Healthcare also offers you a low monthly premium, $0 copays on Tier 1 prescription drugs filled at Walgreens, and a free gym membership, so you have the freedom to spend your money the way you choose. Finally, the freedom you've earned in a Medicare plan you deserve. Go to AARP Medicare Advantage Walgreens.com for all the plan details. That's AARP Medicare Advantage Walgreens.com. Limitations and exclusions apply. Benefits and features vary by plan. AARP is not an insurer, doesn't recommend products, and encourages you to evaluate your needs. United Healthcare contracts directly with Walgreens for this plan. AARP and its affiliates are not parties to this contractual relationship. Zero copay not available at non-preferred pharmacies. Other pharmacies are available in our network.
I'm Tom Martino for Ideal Home Loans for your next Ideal Home Loan, because Ideal wants to make sure if they do a refinance for you, they put you in a better position than you were in before. Ideal is the only lender that offers these things: credit optimization, which means they will work with you to optimize your credit. Even if you're approved, they can do small tweaks to your credit, like paying down a certain card or moving certain balances to get you better pricing. They also have Pick Your Term Loan. You can pick any term you want: 10, 11, 12, 13 years, 18 years, 20 years, 30 years. If you've paid it down, you don't have to go all the way back to 30. They also have a rate guarantee. If rates go down over the next 2 years, they refinance you free of all lender fees. And they have pre-approvals, which is just like a cash offer. You are actually approved. All they're waiting for is an appraisal. And written guarantees that your pricing will be a certain amount and it will not change. 303-867-7000. Closing in 3 weeks or less. 303-867-7000. IdealHomeLoans.com. They're also on my referral list at referrallist.com.
Income is the outcome that matters most in retirement. Hi, this is Carlin Tucker. I've been in retirement planning and wealth management for over 37 years. If I doubled your portfolio, that might not change your lifestyle. Would you be comfortable spending it? However, if I doubled your income, that could make a significant impact on your retirement. Whether you're retired or want to see how soon that can happen, give me a call to set up a complimentary, no-obligation visit. I'll show you how I can help you get the most sustainable income out of Social Security, your 401ks, your IRAs, rental properties, and your brokerage accounts. When you know what's coming in this month, next month, and every month thereafter, you'll be able to enjoy retirement to the fullest. Retire happy. Retire with Tucker. You can reach us at 303-734-1234. That's 303-734-1234. RetireWithTucker.com.
This is not an offer to buy or sell. Securities are offered through Tucker Asset Management.
PetSmart understands that sometimes your pet sounds like this when you want them to sound like this. We recommend giving them this. Delicious and nutritious American Canidae, 2 of the latest arrivals to PetSmart's selection of natural pet foods. Give your pets kibble, wet food, and treats from American Canidae. You want it? We got it. We're PetSmart. Save up to $2 on American Canidae dry food, in-store only while supplies last. See store for details.
Wesley had IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Coming after my house, my car. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
Wesley called Optima Tax Relief.
Oh, they were great people. Optima Tax. They know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-960-1575. 800-960-1575.
Optima Tax Relief.
This report is sponsored by Arapahoe County.
We've got some snow on the way for the Thursday morning commute. That's when things could get rough. But before then, fairly quiet weather. Today's high 50, tomorrow 62. I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner, Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather.
Hey, voter, you have your ballot, so don't wait until the last minute to vote. Mail your ballot back or save a stamp and use a convenient 24-hour drop box to return your ballot for the November 5th election. Make your voice count and check voting off your to-do list this year.
Denver's talk station. Online at khow.com.
In the town where I was born lived a man who sailed to sea, and he told us of his life in the land.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. This hour brought to you by Panacea Life Sciences. Out of Golden, CBD products that work. They work for pain, for anxiety, for sleep. PanaceaLife.com, or how about this? HelpMyPainCBD.com. I promise you, I've tried dozens of products. Now, there are others out there, fine. You know, I'm willing to try them, but why when I have the best of the best that I've had ever? PanaceaLife.com. Okay, so listen, Kathy, do you have more comments on tracking receipts there?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead.
My husband travels quite a bit for work, and he has an app that was approved by his company so he can keep track of all of his receipts and expenses, and it has helped him tremendously. It makes his expense report minutes instead of hours. So I think you should look online and see what kind of apps you can get for your phone, so you can just daily or every time you have an expense, put it in real quick.
You know, I think you're right. There has to be an app for that, right? I want to get a T-shirt that says that. There's an app for that, right? 303-713-TALK. Liz, we haven't forgotten about you. Daphne, have you been able to get a hold of anyone at Fix It 24/7?
No, I have a message into George. I also asked Liz to email me.
Did you call George's cell phone?
I did.
Really? Okay. And then why don't you call over and talk to Brian? They ought to know. I just want to know if Brian would be at the main office here. I'd like to know if they get their complaints mixed up with Dr. Fix It. You know, Fix It 24/7 and Dr. Fix It, two different companies, of course. We're getting a lot of complaints about Dr. Fix It. And perhaps we should call them. You know, in fact, it's only fair. Let's call them about this Liz problem. Let's call them and just confront them about it. 303-713-TALK. I'm Tom Martino. This is a show about help. People ask me, what's your show about? All I can say is help. And you know, that says it all. We don't even break it down and say, oh, it has to be consumer help, or it has to be this, or it has to be that. If you think about it, all help is consumer help. Now, I do have some mail I'm going into. What happens, now this is vague, but I'm going to answer it. These inquiries come in through our website, emails, social media. We try to answer everyone, even if it's a Facebook or a Twitter, a direct tweet or anything like that. These come in from a variety of sources. The best way to get a hold of us is help@troubleshooter.com as an email address. And we'll get you on the show. Leave a number, help@troubleshooter.com. Even if you don't want to go on the air, leave a number so we can call you, help@troubleshooter.com. So what happens it says, what happens when my product was discontinued? I think what they're saying is what happens when you buy a product that is discontinued. Do you know that there is some kind of a myth out there that there's a law, I bet you heard this, that they have to make replacement parts for a certain period of time? They do not. If your car is discontinued, it's not as bad as other products. You can usually get mechanics who will work on a car. You'll get parts most of the time. But it is not a great idea to buy a car you're going to keep for a long time, or even a short time to resell if they're discontinued, unless, for example, it's a model of a Hyundai or a model of a Chevy. If that's discontinued, Chevy will still be there to support it. What were you going to say, Mark?
Vickery Motorsports. That's you've heard of Polaris. They make different kinds of four-wheel drive and stuff.
Yeah.
They made an actual street bike, kind of a Harley-looking thing, that was called Vickery for a while.
I remember that.
Vickery or Vickery.
It was a good-looking bike.
Great-looking bike. They quit making them all together, and they're almost impossible to get parts.
Oh, they are.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, when you have other products like a washing machine, a computer, or a widget, and they stop making or producing them, you got a big problem. You have a very big problem. because there is no law that they have to keep making parts. So you ought to look into product lines before buying. So there. And now, if it has been discontinued, here is what I recommend. If you love this product and are going to keep it for a long time, buy replacement products now. Buy 2 or 3 and put them away. I'm serious. That will last you. Let's talk to Brian.
Yes.
Brian is the general manager at Fix-It 24/7. Brian?
Hi,
Remington.
Tom, how are you?
Mr. Remington. I want to ask a question. We're getting complaints on and off the air about a company called Dr. Fix-It. In fact, when they called, they said, we heard them on your show. And I said, you didn't hear them on my show. And then there are various complaints about recommending things they don't need. Now, again, I'm not asking you to get into a judgment call. I'm not asking you what your policy is, because I know sometimes there are companies that are legit that will recommend certain replacement parts. It doesn't mean it's mandatory. What I don't like is when they lie about it and say you got a cracked heat exchanger or something like that. But when it comes to recommending things, for example, Brian, I've heard you guys recommend fan motors because they're leaking. And eventually they will leak. They're not going to fill themselves up, and there's no place to fill them up. Whereas another company might say, it might be good for a year or two, or might be good for more. So, again, there are recommended repairs, and then there are mandatory repairs, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. So if you call us for a no heat or a no cool situation, obviously it's broken for a reason.
Yeah.
But we go out there, we do tune-ups all the time. One of the big things that we promise our clients is a no breakdown guarantee.
Yeah.
So if we come out and tune it up, we want to give our clients a peace of mind that, hey, you're good for all winter. You don't have to worry about it breaking down.
Right. Now,
so if there is something where we see that, hey, we can't necessarily guarantee that, you already have us here. Would you like us to address it, or do you want to wait and see if we can do the winter?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, have you gotten calls about this other company with people having the name mixed up?
Yeah, it happens from time to time. Yeah, it does get mixed up, the Fix-It part of it.
But not a great number. It's not something that's been a big problem. I'm just asking because we happen to have 3 today all at once. Dr. Fix-It.
Wow. It comes in waves. Typically, it's at the beginning of the summer or the beginning of the winter.
Okay.
So it's not, I would say it's not, or it's pretty common around this time of year.
Do you get, but do the complaints, are they complaining about some job or an estimate or something like that?
No, typically the calls we get, right now would be, hey, they were looking for Dr. Fix-It, or they'll call and say, hey, we had Dr. Fix-It out. Can you guys come out? We'd like a second opinion.
Okay.
But typically it's like a confusion thing because of the name.
Now, Brian, thank you for being here. Again, I'm not insinuating the other company's doing anything that's a scam. It just sounds weird. But, Brian, you yourself say that you will make recommended repairs from time to time. That doesn't necessarily mean it's going to quit that day or that season.
No, we're preventative minded, and we find most clients are as well. They'd rather if they take the time to have us come out for a tune-up. Obviously, we're expecting everything to be good. It's working. You're calling us out to clean it. But if they're already setting aside time in their day, and we do see something that might need to be addressed, most clients would rather take care of it then on their time rather than it being a surprise later on.
Right. Thank you, Brian. And when I called them, for example, they said, look, Tom, here's a part of your furnace. They looked at it. Doesn't matter what it was. It was something that I have on my furnace. And they said, it's probably going. Now, it might last you, but if you want to take care of it, we can replace this part of it, and we can take care of it. I decided in that case not to do it because the part, in my opinion, wasn't that important to me. It had to do with humidity and stuff. So if it goes, it goes. But if it's something critical, you have to take another look. Again, people, that's what shopping is all about. I tell you, you call 100% satisfaction guaranteed with fixmyhome.com, and they do that $39 check he was talking about for new customers, clean and check, and because they want to show you how extensive they can get. And they don't want to find something wrong, but if they do, just ask them, is this mandatory or is this recommended? They'll be happy to tell you. Fixmyhome.com, $39.39.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Michael Brown at 2, 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate.
There's a couple of trouble spots to watch out for in the lunch hour drive across town. Getting reports of debris on the highway. Northbound I-25 near Alameda. Reports of a possible bathtub in one of the lanes. Just travel through there with caution. Got a crash southbound I-25. This is at 58th, backing you up to the I-76 interchange. And a wreck off highway at Tower and Green Valley Ranch to watch out for as well. The weather forecast going to be mostly sunny, breezy today with a high near 51. Tonight mostly clear, breezy overnight, a low around 32. Tomorrow sunny and warmer with a high near 62. Right now it's partly cloudy in Denver and 49. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Pete Wagner on 630 KHOW.
With an Allstate agent, you get a local expert and help finding the best coverage for you. And because they live in your community, you can always count on them to be there when you need them most. Plus, when you bundle home and auto, you can save. So call your local Allstate agent today. Are you in good hands?
This is Ed Green. Do you suffer from depression? Have you tried medications that either didn't work or had side effects, such as weight gain or sexual dysfunction? Roughly 40 million adults in the United States suffer from depression. If you or a loved one suffers from depression and traditional medications are failing them, get help with Arahant Mental Wellness. And call them right now, 303-502-5911. Arahant Mental Wellness has a new way to treat depression called transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS. TMS is a drug-free, non-invasive, and is FDA proven to treat depression, and it has none of the negative side effects of medication. Many patients feel relief after only a few weeks, and Arahant Mental Wellness takes most commercial insurances to pay for it. Stop suffering through depression and call Arahant Mental Wellness right now to set up a free consultation. Their phone number is 303-502-5911, 303-502-5911. Again, that important number, 303-502-5911, or online at hopethroughinnovation.com.
These days, it takes two to pay the family bills. If something should ever happen to one of us, what then? But taking the time to do something about it can feel like pulling teeth. Life insurance is something we all say we'll get around to. Instead, we drag our feet because we don't want to deal with all the hassle. Complicated paperwork and fine print, pushy agents, hidden fees. Ethos is straightforward life insurance for people who don't have the time for any of that. With Ethos, there is no hassle. Even better, Ethos offers policy plans at every budget, and in most cases, there's no need for a doctor's appointment. Take just 10 minutes to apply online. It's that easy. And you'll be taking the first step in ensuring your family has the financial security they need to handle the unexpected.
Ethos keeps it simple so you can protect the life you're building and the people you love. Apply online in just 10 minutes. Get a free instant quote now at ethoslife.com. That's ETHOS life.com. EthosLife.com.
I know. There was a lot of rock and roll. There was a lot of gun shooting. There was just a lot of noise when you were younger. And now you're paying the price. You're suffering with tinnitus, that annoying ringing or shrieking in your ears that never stops, even when your head's underwater. I know about tinnitus, but not because I had it. My husband had it for 16 years. It is miserable to go through life this way. It can be very socially isolating. He checked with a lot of audiologists, and everybody kept saying, no, there's really nothing we could do. Then he met Dr. Patty and Dr. Lisa, and he went to Colorado Tinnitus and Hearing Center. They fitted him with a device that silences his tinnitus and lets him hear again. You right now, as one of my listeners, can get a free tinnitus consultation, normally $185, but you got to call 303-534-0163. That's 534-0163 to get that free tinnitus consultation. You got to tell them you heard about it from Mandy Connell.
Do you know what your mortgage rate is? A lot of homeowners have no idea, and that can be a problem. Hey, it's Ross Kaminsky for American Financing. Today's rates are the lowest they've been in over a year, and a lower rate can put hundreds back in your monthly budget and save you thousands in interest over the life of your loan, sometimes tens of thousands. So make today the day you call American Financing. A salary-based mortgage consultant can provide you a free mortgage review and help you find the best option for you. No pressure, no obligation, and no upfront fees ever. You know what else? American Financing doesn't start your loan term over, so you choose your refinance benefits and how long you want your term to be. Don't put a mortgage refinance off any longer. Just think of what you could do with the extra money and then give them a call at 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000 or online at americanfinancing.net.
NMLS 182334, regulated by the Division of Real Estate.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
I'm Tom Martino. Get your calls in at 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Did you call Dr. Fix-It for a comment, Daphne?
I did, and of course, Megan Dozer is not available, but I left her a message, and I got to hear Dave Logan talking while I was holding.
Now, I do not want to assume they're bad people, okay? I don't. Because there are many times things are needed, other times they're recommended. This company, Dr. Fix-It, no relation to us, they're not on my referral list, they inspected her furnace and she thought she was scammed. Why? Because they recommended certain repairs. She said the other company came and said you need nothing. So I'm looking at what they recommended, okay? They have replaced capacitor and universal hot surface igniter. Now, that's either replace or not. That you can't tell. A capacitor, for example, you don't look at and say, oh, it's going bad unless it's leaking or something. But you can always test the capacitance, it's called. The other thing is the hot surface igniter. That's an igniter. I mean, that's either going to work or not. Now, Liz, you had the other. Now, these two things come to $468, okay? So if we look at this, we're looking at, our 486, okay? 486. That's capacitor and an igniter, okay? Now I'm going to go to the next one because here's what I'm thinking. Why do you have so many of these, by the way? Why are there so many of these estimates?
Oh, well, because he said if they fix those, there's no guarantee.
No, I guess what I'm asking is this. Why do you have on one estimate the capacitor and the igniter, and on the other one, oh, I see, they're adding to it as you go. Never mind.
Right.
I see, they're adding to it. Okay, so here they added a blower fan for $1,000. Now, if you needed a blower fan, most companies will charge that, okay? Now, oh, yeah, you can buy a blower motor for a few $100 and all that. Hey, listen, I'm not going to get into it. Most companies are going to charge around that. Then it says a whole cleaning, which is $350. And that's what, of course, you get from, fixmyhome.com or Fix It 24/7 for $39 for new customers. And this is $350. Now,
hold on, I'm still a little lost here. So they show up and they say it's going to be $486.08 for the replace the capacitor and the hot surface.
Then they say it's going to be an extra $900 for the blower.
Yeah, but why? I don't get that part. Did they start doing the work for $486 and find this other stuff?
How did that happen? That they kept adding on to it?
They did nothing. They just told me this is what I needed.
Okay.
Something's wrong.
So then they did another one. And why'd they do another one? And they reduced the fan a bit. Why
did they do? It's a whole different estimate number as well.
Yeah. Why did they give you the other estimate that reduced the fan price a little?
I don't know.
Okay.
I was just looking at the
This is so confusing. So basically, here's the bottom line. You're not confusing. I mean, the bottom line is they wanted around $2,000, and you said Elkhorn told you needed nothing.
Eagle Crest.
Eagle Crest.
So
okay.
Why'd she call in the first place? For the cleaning?
With the very first time you called, what was it for? The cleaning?
Well, just to come. Well, it said they would clean your furnace
for $49.
For $49.
Now listen, I want to tell everyone this. Everyone, whether it's Eagle Crest, Dr. Fix-It, Fix It 24/7, Plumline, Brothers, name them. No one can make money for cleaning and checking your furnace if they do it correctly. No one can make money at under $150. No one. It costs more money to run a truck and take the guy's time to do that. I am telling you that when they do furnace clean and checks, when they do them free, when they do them for $39, when they do them for $49, when they do them for $59, when they do them for $69 and $79, they are doing it for one reason. One, to introduce themselves to you because they want you to feel good about them. I mean, Fix It 24/7 will spend up to 2 hours or more, and sometimes more, taking it apart and cleaning every aspect. They want you to see that, and now I don't know if the other companies do that, but that's one of the reasons. I know Plumline does a pretty good job. Okay, that's one reason. What's the next reason they come to your home? They want to put the sticker on there, so next time, if there's a problem, you'll call them. What's the third reason? They want to find something wrong. Is that wrong? No. They're in business for selling things, so now they're inside your house. They want to find something. Here is the rub. If they find something you really don't need and try to sell you on it. However, there you have two possibilities. One, it's recommended. Two, it's mandatory. I will not put up with companies who lie about something being dangerous, okay? Or that you must do it. I don't mind if they make recommended repairs. I don't know what the situation is here. Now, Mark, what did you want to say? Sorry.
I think this is how it broke down. They came to her and said, listen, at minimum, you need to do this first estimate for whatever, $400.
Right, the igniter and the
yeah, here's
the
what we suggest, though. We suggest you do these repairs, which include that stuff, along with the cleaning and the blower motor, okay?
Right.
For whatever reason. Then they said, then your last option is you do all that other stuff, and we sell you our membership price for the third. That's why there's 3 estimates.
Okay.
They hit her with 3 different deals.
Mark, it is possible legit companies may find the same things recommended.
Absolutely.
Okay? But this is what the hardest thing to get across. And I'm not sticking up. I don't know what happened here. But let's say that this company recommended that stuff and other companies would recommend it too. Well, you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. Now, you might want to shop price and get different prices, and that's why you should take this estimate. I don't think because a company came out there and said you don't need it, I would bank on that. Maybe you don't absolutely need it, but it would be a good idea. Mark, it's a hard judgment call. It really is. It's a discussion I like to have because, of course, if you're in the business of selling things, George told me one time if a motor is seeping oil and it's wet around the bearing, it will eventually run out. It will. It's leaking.
Of course.
You can't seal it. You can't refill it. But he said, Tom, it could take a year. It could take 2 years, 3 years. Who knows? But it will go out. All right. So what do you do? Well, I don't think I would just replace it. Well, maybe I would. I like to have things perfect, but it's hard to say. Your thoughts are welcomed. We have more coming up. Get your calls in. We have lines open, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. I also want to take advantage of our Deputy Doc, Ken Manfrey. He's a retired doctor. Just for the hell of it, okay? He's not here for this. But if you have any questions about, he was an OBGYN for years and years and years and years. If you have any questions, give us a call.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Allstate.
Just as things were looking fairly smooth for the lunch hour drive, got a big crash now on I-70 at Havana affecting both directions. East and westbound, a bit stop and go just to the east of Havana due to this crash. Possible lanes blocked in both directions, so if you're traveling out to or coming out from the airport, give yourself a little bit of extra time there. Debris being cleared on southbound I-25 approaching 58th, still causing a little bit of backup on that stretch, so just watch out for that. The rest of the highway drive, though, in fairly decent shape. The weather forecast. Well, going to be mostly sunny, breezy though, with a high near 51. Right now it's partly cloudy in Denver and 49. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Pete Wagner on 630 KHOW.
With an Allstate agent, you get a local expert and help finding the best coverage for you. And because they live in your community, you can always count on them to be there when you need them most. Plus, when you bundle home and auto, you can save. So call your local Allstate agent today. Are you in good hands?
All right. The holidays are coming. You can still get your carpeting or floor coverings done, hardwoods or let's say the laminates, luxury vinyl tile. You can get it done before the holidays, especially before Christmas and New Year's. And they have new 24-month low-cost financing and extra discounts. I'm talking about Simply Floors, Inc. This is where you make your appointment for your own in-house, no obligation demonstration or look and an estimate for everything. SimplyFloorsInc.com.
The big question, can rates continue to drop? Have you taken advantage of these low rates, or are you still waiting? Take AIM, Affordable Interest Mortgage. To get that low rate, to lower your payment, or to take cash out for home improvement, or just pay off debt and save even more. Call 720-895-0500. Have you applied for a loan and been treated like just another number? Or is no one listening to what you want? Never get the same person when you call to find out your status? Take AIM, 720-895-0500, where we've been providing personalized service since 2001. We want to know what you want. We listen to you and find the loan that fits you, all with lower fees and low rates. We will save you time and thousands in unnecessary expense and interest. 720-895-0500. Want to pay off your home faster without changing your spending habits? Want to see how much you can save when you use a broker who knows Colorado? We offer low down payment loans, purchase loans to 95% without mortgage insurance, and customized terms. Take AIM, 720-895-0500, and be treated with respect again. NMLS 298191, regulated by DORA, equal credit lender.
If you've been victimized by a fire, flood, storm, mold, chemicals, toxins, you need help, and this is an industry where you get so many ripoffs. It's the restoration industry. But I'm going to give you a name that I know and trust, and you can too. American Restoration 24/7. AmRest247.com. If you have an emergency, a property trauma, you can trust American Restoration 24/7. AmRest247.com. 8337-AMREST.
Know where you can find all your favorite Skechers shoes in one place? Skechers.com. Because at Skechers.com, we have miles and miles of styles of the most comfortable shoes on the planet. We have boys and girls shoes that sparkle and light up. Skechers.com has work shoes, slip-ons, sports shoes, casual shoes, canvas shoes. Go walk, go run. The styles are endless. And on Skechers.com, you can find all the fits you need. Plus, so many shoes with Skechers exclusive air-cooled memory foam. So find all the styles, all the fits, and all the comfort. Only at Skechers.com.
Today through next Tuesday, Lumber Liquidators Flooring Yard Sale has over 400 floors on sale, up to 50% off. It's a sale so abundant that it literally cannot fit in our showroom and must spill out onto our parking lot. Or, for the sake of the metaphor, our yard. Or is it our driveway? Let's not get caught up in semantics. What's important here is that there are many, many floors on sale, up to 50% off. These are the floors homes are built on. Lumber Liquidators Flooring.
Before you have your transmission rebuilt, repaired, or replaced, take it to Budget A1 Transmission and Auto Repair. The best standing offer in the business. They will beat any transmission estimate from any legit shop by 10% or $250, whichever saves you the most money. It's that simple. 303-781-9858. I know you can't beat this deal. Budget A1 Transmission and Auto Repair. All in-house machining. South Santa Fe, just south of Dartmouth. 303-781-9858. 781-9858. I want to take some time to talk about roofing. Whether you have damage or you're just curious about the condition of your roof, call the most trusted name in roofing, Excel Roofing. I don't take this recommendation lightly. I'm a consumer advocate. I've been doing it for more than 40 years. And I've known Jay Bretz, the owner of Excel Roofing, 25 of those years. And I guarantee Excel will take care of you. This is an industry filled with cheats and ripoffs. Why would you use anyone else and take a gamble? Call 303-761-6400. I get complaints on my radio show over and over about roofers. Excel will not let you down. And they'll never hold you hostage for stupid cancellation fees. 303-761-6400. Whenever I've needed a roof, Excel Roofing did the job. They should do it for you too. 303-761-6400 or excelroofing.com. Denver Egress Window can put an egress window in for you or rebuild the one you have. Those window wells with an escape window, you need to make sure it is safe and secure. Now, these old ones look like crap that the builders put in. Denver Egress can renew it, rebuild it. They can make those short ones big and deep and legal. Give them a call. They do beautiful work. You can find out by looking at their website, denveregresswindow.com, 720-626-4221. 720-626-4221.
Ask Alexa to play 630 KHOW. Then you can hear Dan Caplis impact your ride to the house this afternoon at 4.
Getting 630 KHOW from iHeartRadio.
Denver's talk station.
On your smart speaker.
Available on over 2,000 devices.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Renew Home Innovations, they're counting down for National Kitchen and Bath Month. They only have 20 left. They only have until the end of the month, October. And if you sign on, you get this 20% off plus a free Kohler Cimarron toilet that has the stain-free coating. And they truly want to get all of these done, 100 projects, top quality Kohler products, including the Kohler Choreograph by Renew Home Innovations. It's beautiful. Just look them up, renewhomeinnovations.com, or call 303-904-2000, 303-904-2000. Now, it's important I tell you that because it's only this month. Now, John wants to talk about license plate fees. I'd like to know what is on your mind today because this show is all about helping. We help with buying, selling, problems, questions, complaints, referrals. John, go ahead. I just renewed a registration. We have in Colorado one of the most expensive states for vehicle registrations.
Yes, I just discovered something that there's a minimum license plate fee on a travel trailer. I bought the travel trailer several years ago. I've been paying the annual fee, but I drove it to southern Colorado, have it parked on private property. I don't put it on the road at all. Anyway, I wrote a letter.
But even if you don't, this is the way I understand it. If you have a vehicle that is required to be registered to be on the road, this is what I was told. It doesn't matter if it's on the road or not. You have to keep it registered or pay the penalty.
That's what I discovered, and it's $132 a year. It's not a lot, but I don't even put this thing on the road. And they told me it was state statute.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's a vehicle. If you put it away in a storage barn somewhere and never took it out, so if you're never going to take it out, why not just declare it a total salvage? In other words, you take the VIN out of circulation.
I have that choice, but what if I decide one day that I do want to pull this on the road?
Okay, I get you. If you have to do that, then you would have to get it rebuilt, and you would have to get a new VIN number, or say it was rebuilt, and you get a new VIN number. I know what you're saying, John. It's a pain in the ass. But they're saying if it's going to be a vehicle, you're talking out both sides of your mouth. You're saying, I'm never going to use this. It's never on the road. Then you're going to say, but I'm not willing to commit to that.
That's true.
I mean, listen, I do not think they should do this. I think you should be able to keep vehicles in storage without paying registration fees. But you can't.
That's my issue.
Not even a classic. Do you know if you were rebuilding a classic car that took 5 years, you have to keep it registered?
Only
what?
If you register it to begin with.
Of course. Yes, of course. That's right.
If I buy something from you and I don't go register it and I keep it in my garage for 5 years.
Wait a minute.
I don't have to pay anything until I register it.
I'll bet you this. If you bought something from me and kept it for 5 years, when you go to register it, they're going to want to see the bill of sale and all of that.
It's not going to matter. I'm not saying this is a loophole. I'm saying until I register it and put it on the road.
But when you register it, you will pay the penalty for an unregistered vehicle.
Not for 5 years. There might be some kind
There'll be a penalty, yeah.
It's very small.
I don't know
it's
what
not 5 years.
I don't know what the penalty is, but, John, why not pay the penalty?
Yeah. Yes, I was told that there'd be a penalty if I didn't keep that thing registered.
Yeah, what is the penalty, though?
I'm just saying because he already registered it.
And I don't, you know what? I don't believe that the penalty would be lower than, they have to make it punitive, otherwise everyone would do that.
Well, no, because most people buy it and then put it on the road. Why would you buy something and not put it on the road?
Because you're rebuilding it.
Exactly.
And if you're rebuilding it, they're still going to charge you back.
No.
Yeah, they will. We'll see.
10 minutes till your next shot to win $1,000 on Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Are you looking for cabinets, countertops? Do you want to renew your kitchen? Artofgranite.net. You know what I love about Mitch Floria, the owner? He's proud of what he does and will give prices on the phone. All you have to do is call him. Give him some measurements, send him a photo, and you get a price. And that price is pretty darn close. He charges wholesale for all his materials and only charges for fabrication and installation. He'll tear out and haul away free. He'll also do the bathroom free when you do the kitchen. So it's easy to give you a price. And if you want cabinets, you get those direct from the manufacturer with a small markup. And then everything can be done from that point on in 1 to 4 weeks. 303-386-5919. Artofgranite.net. I've known him for many years, and we have so many great reviews. If you want a beautiful kitchen, he's a direct stone importer, open 6 days a week, closed on Sunday. Give him a call, 303-386-5919. That's 386-5919. Also on my referral list at referrallist.com.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
This is Denver's talk station with Tom Martino now. Joe Pags tonight at 6, 630 KHOW, Denver.
ABC News, I'm Gio Benitez. At the White House today, President Trump, at the start of a cabinet meeting, said he's opposed to leaving U.S. troops behind in northern Syria.
We don't think it's going to be necessary. I don't want to leave troops there. It's very dangerous.
The president said some forces should remain to protect oil fields from ISIS. ABC News Chief Global Affairs Correspondent Martha Raddatz says some of those troops are already on the move.
We saw U.S. troops that are retreating pummeled by rocks and cursed at from people as they retreat.
This as the clock ticks down on the U.S. brokered ceasefire between Turkey and Kurdish-led fighters, both sides blaming each other for reported skirmishes over the weekend. A major settlement today linked to the nation's opioid crisis. 3 drug distributors and a drug manufacturer, Teva Pharmaceuticals, have agreed to pay $260 million, avoiding the first federal opioids trial. 2 Ohio counties brought the case. This is ABC News. Severe storms sweeping through Arkansas killed a person this morning, and in Dallas, Texas, there's been extensive damage from several tornadoes overnight.
Severe weather alerts on cell phones sent people into their storm shelters, bathtubs, and closets.
Little cramped quarters, but better safe than sorry, definitely.
When it seemed that the worst had passed, Mike Jacobs got out of the closet where he and his family were hiding and looked out the window.
And saw that funnel cloud, and I was like, this is crazy.
Roofs are torn off, trees are down, power is out to thousands. Somehow, only a handful of non-serious injuries have turned up. Jim Ryan, ABC News, Dallas.
At Fort Stewart, Georgia, investigators are trying to figure out why a Bradley fighting vehicle rolled over into water, killing 3 soldiers early Sunday morning. The government issuing a recall of frozen sausage patties over salmonella concerns. The ready-to-eat pork and turkey patties made by Georgia's Prepared Food in Tennessee reportedly sold under the Great Value brand name. Gio Benitez, ABC News.
This is happening. I'm sitting at my standing desk, not necessarily looking at celebrity gossip, when Kevin bursts in.
The new homepage module is supposed to go live this month, Deirdre, and the dev team's backed up for weeks.
Kevin's solution is to sweat through his shirt. I hop on Upwork and hire a web dev agency with a flawless success rating. Because the new module will be getting done. And thanks to Upwork, this is happening.
Oh, you got this under control.
Oh, Kevin. As a matter of fact, I do.
Upwork. Hire freelancers, make things happen.
When it comes to keeping your small business's valuable information safe, Dell Small Business Technology Advisors can recommend tailored security solutions like servers, storage, networking. Plus, right now, get up to 45% off select business computers with Intel Core processors. Running your own small business is a big challenge, but with the right partner, it's a lot easier. To speak with an advisor today, call 877-BUY-DELL. That's 877-BUY-DELL.
KHOW News Time, 103.
Colorado is ending its
participation in a lawsuit to block the merger between T-Mobile and Sprint. It comes after reaching some agreements with T-Mobile and Dish Network. This agreement clears the way for Dish to get into the wireless business. Dish will locate that new sector of its business at its headquarters in Littleton. It also promises to hire 2,000 people. Dish is also promising a big 5G build-out across the state, including Colorado's rural communities. A Douglas County woman has been arrested for the death of her daughter, child abuse, and charitable fraud. 41-year-old Kelly Renee Turner, also known as Kelly Renee Gant, is accused in the August 2017 death of her then 7-year-old daughter, Olivia. It's been reported by several media outlets that Olivia had been diagnosed with a life-threatening condition. She'd been given many life experiences by local charities, including becoming a firefighter for a day. Some of the charges against Turner may also involve an 11-year-old daughter. That's the latest. I'm Kathy Walker.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by your local Ford store.
Just as things were looking fairly smooth for the lunch hour drive, got a big crash now on I-70 at Havana affecting both directions. East and westbound a bit stop and go just to the east of Havana due to this crash. Possible lanes blocked in both directions, so if you're traveling out to or coming out from the airport, give yourself a little bit of extra time there. Debris being cleared on southbound I-25 approaching 58th, still causing a little bit of backup on that stretch, so just watch out for that. The rest of the highway drive, though, in fairly decent shape. The weather forecast, well, going to be mostly sunny, breezy, though, with a high near 51. Right now it's partly cloudy in Denver and 49. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Pete Wagner on 630 KHOW.
Ford Truck Month is the time to get a great deal on the best-selling trucks for 42 straight years. Ford F-150 or Ford Super Duty. These trucks are built better, built stronger, built Ford tough. It's Truck Month, America. Join the stampede to your local Ford store today.
Missing out on a great opportunity is never a good feeling, especially when it involves making or saving money. So pay attention, because you have a chance right now to do both. APO Financial is your source for Opportunity Zone investing and can show you how to get the benefits of real estate investing and eliminate the capital gains taxes with Opportunity Zones. If you haven't heard about Opportunity Zones, you're not alone, because they're very new. The federal government recently approved Opportunity Zones as a way to incentivize investment in areas that have been designated for redevelopment. And to help spur private investment, the government structured OZs so they would reduce capital gains taxes on stocks. So if you're interested in making an investment that helps rebuild communities, the government is ready to reward you with reduced taxes on your capital gains. Don't wait. You don't want to miss out. Learn how you can invest in Opportunity Zones right here in Colorado or anywhere across the country. Want to reduce capital gains taxes on your stocks? We'll show you how. Call APO Financial today at 720-588-2000 or visit apofinancial.com.
Ankmar Garage Doors at ankmar.com. Everything doors since 1956.
630 KHOW has your shot at $1,000 now. Text the nationwide keyword BLUE to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's BLUE to 200-200. This is the Troubleshooter Show.
Help, I need somebody.
Now, Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter.
Help me if you can, I'm feeling down.
Hello, Tom Martino here to help you. This hour brought to you by, you know what, Panacea Products, Panacea Life Sciences, the CBD products that, honest to God, work. I'm saying you have my word on it. In fact, I want to hear your experiences. Panacea, Help My Pain, CBD.com, helpmypaincbd.com. They're good for sleeplessness and all that other stuff, too. No THC. They have products with THC or not, but they have soft gels, they have chewables, cherry bombs, and they have creams. And they're right here in Golden with a pharmaceutical lab. They're not the same old crap, okay? I promise you. Here's the 800-985-0515. 800-985-0515 to order. Okay, so we got Deputy Ken in today. He's Deputy Doc Ken. He's a doctor. He's going to start helping us out like Deputy Clint, Deputy Dan, all the other deputies. And Mark Major is here. And we have a question. What happens if you do not register a moving vehicle?
No, you have a question. I had the answer.
Okay, if you don't register a moving vehicle, you get penalized for the years it's not registered. But Mark said that's only if you register it the first time. He says if you buy it from an individual and you don't register it right away, and you go back in 3 to 5 years to register it, they don't look at the bill of sale and say, oh, you owe us all this time because you never registered to begin with. That's what he is saying. I am saying I truly don't know. Matt has a comment. Go ahead, Matt. What is your comment?
Yeah, I was just going to throw out an idea because I've used it in the past. I had a trailer that I wasn't using very often, and I didn't register it, or I had for several years, and then stopped paying for it. And so when I wanted to use it again, I just sold it to myself or to a related party. It was like a business, so I sold it to myself.
Really?
So,
and it worked?
Essentially, you could just sell it to a related party.
And it worked.
And then just register it brand new.
Yeah, that would work.
I mean, you'll have to pay taxes again. But
that's pretty ingenious, fella.
You couldn't sell it to yourself, though, but you could sell it to your company or your wife.
But that's pretty that's pretty ingenious, sir. Thank you for that. That's a pretty cool thing to do. It's been sitting around. You don't want to hear about it? Huh. Anyway, that's a loophole. Let's talk to Ken. And we are welcoming any and all calls for help, information, referrals, just to get something off your chest. Think about it. The only place in radio, really, it's like the Facebook of radio. It's really social radio where you can call and just get stuff off your chest. We're not talking any particular topic, just help. So, Ken, what is on your mind today? Ken?
Okay, so I took my daughter's car over to Pro Auto.
Yes.
And I knew there was going to be quite a few things that need to be done. So to start off first, she had to get a tie rod. I believe it was an inner tie rod, brakes and drums all the way around, and a brake fluids flush.
Yeah, well, of course, you're going to do all the brakes. That's a good idea. What else?
Right, and to finish it off, a four-wheel alignment. It's a Dodge Charger, 2014.
Okay.
And so then I took it in like Thursday of last week.
So let me get this straight.
Friday of last week.
Tie rods, brakes and drums, brake fluid flush, and an alignment.
Right, but it was only the driver's side outer tie rod, I believe.
One tie rod.
One tie rod.
Okay, gotcha.
It's still in the shop. It's still in the shop.
Anyway, what are you calling about?
So that price was going to be about $1,590.
$1,590?
Exactly.
Okay.
And so then I called. He gave me a call, Mike, over at Pro Auto.
Yeah.
Gave me a call, and he said that they wouldn't be able to do the four-wheel alignment because the rear passenger side centric bolts, however they do the alignment, they were rusted and seized out.
Okay, so what did they recommend there?
So he's saying that he's going to change them and finish up the four-wheel alignment.
And did they
wait until
did they say there would be an extra charge for those bolts?
Yes.
How much?
Another $400, close to $500.
Okay, why is that? To take them off and clean and do new ones? They got to get those off?
No, they got to. He said that he has to weld them. He has to cut them off.
So we're talking about welding.
Well, no, not welding. I don't know if he's gonna weld it.
Okay, whatever. So you have all this in writing. You have all this in writing, and the price comes to about $2,000, right?
About $2,000.
Okay, so
and I was just calling to see if that is like a reasonable price.
I have no idea. I honest to God can't tell you, but I can find out. I mean, here's what I do want to tell you for sure. Okay, this is with any reputable repair shop, and Alaramas is reputable. But let me just say what's common to all of them. They don't just pick these prices out based on the car you're driving or the shoes you have or the way you look. A lot of people think they're arbitrary, but they're not. They have book pricing or timed pricing on everything. They will know what brakes are on that car, fluid flush, alignment. So if it comes out to be $2,090, there are no excuses. In other words, it's not a guy who, by mistake, said, oh, I quoted too much on that. In other words, well, it could be by mistake, but what I mean is it's not arbitrary. It's not each person estimating each job. It's not like going out and doing construction on a house or a home improvement that you go out and you price. These are very, very easy to track. So I'm simply going to ask Al first about it. And then here's what I'm going to do. I'll check other shops for the same stuff and see. And if they're, in most cases, here's what we find. You have a group of reputable shops that usually charge about the same, give or take a few bucks, and it's usually more expensive than a lot of these one-man operations or these guys in a truck, and it's usually less expensive than a lot of these rip-offs, but they're usually clumped somewhere in the upper middle. Then you have a lot of low-price people. Some of them are actually good and have good intentions, but they don't have a real operation and they don't have, so therefore you benefit from that temporary, lack of overhead and stuff. But you can always usually find some cheaper stuff. So I just want to say that the only time I would be concerned is first if they said you needed something that you did not and you didn't ask for it, or they were arbitrary in their pricing. They socked it to you. So if there's work you don't need or work that's totally arbitrary and outside the norm, I would be concerned. I have to say that because pricing is not necessarily an ethics thing unless it's cheating, So pricing is a weird thing. So Al, did you pull this invoice, Al Aramis?
Yeah, I was actually while I was listening to you. I didn't have the last name, so I'm just looking through.
Okay.
So I do see the vehicle here. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, it's about $2,000, that ticket?
Yeah, well, that's with that estimate of what he has in the back. Tom, what he has is when you have those adjusters, they seize, and you have to torch those.
Oh.
And you have to disassemble. Disassemble the rear control arm.
I don't mind that. That's a $500 job. I understand that. When I heard it was seized, it's not just replacing bolts. But what about tie rod, brakes and drums around, fluid flush alignment, and those coming to about $2,000? What about it?
Yeah. So what he had was I heard him on the call. So it basically came out about $1,600, I think is what he had said, roughly was quoted originally on the brakes and rotors on the car. We use, like you said, it's off of ALLDATA, which is linked to the manufacturers.
Okay.
And they basically set the standard for doing all repairs. We follow those book times. We enter the vehicle VIN number. So we match that exact car, what it takes to do.
Right. So that's $1,600 plus the extra work was $500. But let's go to the original work for $1,600. I'm not asking you to justify it. What I'm asking you is this: is this a normal kind of price he will find at other shops for a tie rod, brakes, fluid flush, and alignment?
Oh, absolutely. Any of the top shops in town will do that. Like you mentioned, there are cheap shops that use cheap parts. We don't do that. We're going to put stuff that we can put a much better warranty on it, and it's national 3-year, 36,000 miles. So we're going to use a better quality part. But yeah, we're very comparable with most shops that are going to do this type of work. Absolutely.
But he will find some cheap.
And I wasn't saying that he. I mean, I know they do good work because I've taken my Silverado and my Suburban there.
Yeah.
This is just something that I was doing for my daughter, and I just wanted to make sure that I was getting a good price.
There's nothing, hey, Ken, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's cool. I mean, no one cares. No one cares about this. This is a good thing. We're totally transparent here. I mean, Al's been a member on my referral list for years and years and years. And look, there are some things he's definitely more expensive than others, and other stuff he's not, and there are other shops that are more expensive than him. So I'll get a second opinion on this, and that's it. I mean, do I think anything arbitrary was going on? No. Do I think any cheating was going on? No. But look at, you're never going to find the cheapest for the best, but they don't necessarily have to be the most expensive. That's just life, right? We'll address it coming back, plus your calls, 303-713-TALK.
Weekdays 2 to 4. It's Michael Brown.
Well, Beto O'Rourke compares the Trump administration to Nazi Germany. I guess he's looking for his own show on MSNBC.
A new time. It's a heck of a show with Michael Brown. Weekdays 2 to 4 on Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Rocky Mountain Retro Foam is one of the most amazing products I've represented in a long time. I am so proud to attach my name to it. Now, if you look at this video, you'll see why. In this video, you will see convincing evidence of how great this stuff fills the cavities of your walls, every nook and cranny. It's foamyourwalls.com. Look at that video, foamyourwalls.com. If you have traditional insulation or no insulation, of course, you're going to be paying way more energy bills than you need to, even with regular insulation. If you want to go retro, Rocky Mountain Retro Foam, a state-of-the-art injection foam. It's the answer. It really fills all wall cavities. It maintains R value in all temperatures. It never breaks down. It doesn't get rock hard. It stays pliable. You can snake wires through it if you have to, or pipes. It typically takes a day from the outside of your house to get the whole thing done, and it's environmentally friendly. No outgassing. Makes your home even more quiet by 80%. Plus, you can save up to 50% on energy bills. Foamyourwalls.com. Foamyourwalls.com.
PetSmart understands that sometimes your pet sounds like this when you want them to sound like this. We recommend giving them this. Delicious and nutritious American Canidae, 2 of the latest arrivals to PetSmart's selection of natural pet foods. Give your pets kibble, wet food, and treats from American Canidae. You want it? We got it. We're PetSmart. Save up to $2 on American Canidae dry food, in-store only while supplies last. See store for details.
The unemployment rate is lower than it's been in decades. That means if you're trying to hire a new employee, they probably already have a job, which means you need to try reaching them in a different way. That's where iHeartMedia comes in. Every week, our radio stations reach 93% of the U.S., most likely when they're on their commute or already at work. So start connecting with the qualified candidates you've been looking for on AM/FM radio. Visit iHeartWorks.com. That's iHeartWorks.com.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents and Doug.
Limu, I love how we're always looking out for each other. Kind of like how Liberty Mutual looks out for you by customizing your home insurance. So you only pay for what you need.
Limu, why didn't you tell me about the uncovered manhole? I was literally just telling you. Limu, I had no idea you could swim.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Napa know-how.
Why should you buy a 99-cent Napa bag? Because it's no ordinary bag. It can save you 20% on 3 or more items you can fit inside. Some call that magic. Others say it's the 8th wonder of the world. But whatever it is, it's the best way to save you 20% on brakes, filters, wipers, and more. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores while supplies last. Minimum 3 items. Exclusions apply. Offer ends 10/31/19.
Whether you're dating or looking for a job or just wanting to feel younger, for guys it's really important to have the best head of hair you can. Now for lots of guys, including me, the issue was losing hair toward the front or top of your head while still having plenty on the back and sides, and that's where Dr. Broadway and the NeoGraft hair restoration procedure can help you, like it helped me, to make me, or at least my hair, look a decade, maybe 2 decades younger. Learn more at denverhairrestoration.com or 303-680-8989.
Flexident of Colorado.com. A great place to get your car fixed. If you don't have paint damage, it doesn't take away from the value because they don't touch the paint. You don't even know they did it, and he doesn't report to Carfax. That's right. If he fixes it, it's like new. So go to Flexident if you have any hail damage or dings. It's 303-619-6273. Look for Flexident of Colorado.com. Flexident of Colorado.com. And on my referral list at referrallist.com.
This report is sponsored by the Denver Museum of Nature and Science.
We've got some snow on the way for the Thursday morning commute. That's when things could get rough. But before then, fairly quiet weather. Today's high 50, tomorrow 62. I'm meteorologist Brooks Garner, Fox 31 Pinpoint Weather.
The Denver Museum of Nature and Science proudly presents the Science Behind Pixar exhibition, an immersive experience that explores how Pixar Animation Studios brings their beloved films and characters to life. Visit dmns.org for more info.
630 KHOW, an iHeartRadio station.
Come gather round, people, wherever you roam, and admit that the
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Okay, I don't know. I'm just going to talk to Kevin at Sheridan Auto Tech, get his spin on this. I'm Tom Martino, and Kevin?
Hey, Tom.
Now, if you were doing a job, did Daphne tell you anything on this?
Just something about pricing on a brake job or something.
Okay, good. I want to know if you had to replace a tie rod. I got to find out what kind of vehicle this is. Hold on a second. A Dodge Charger, Ken, is that right?
Yes, that's right.
What year?
2014.
Okay, hold on a sec. So, Kevin, a tie rod, brakes and drums all the way around.
Okay.
A brake fluid flush, an alignment. What do you think? Just ballpark.
Ballpark, you're probably 500, and maybe 300 to 400, something in that range, maybe 450, so 14-ish, 1450.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, he didn't know anything. He didn't know who he was talking, who I'm comparing it to, and thank you. That was very good. He just did it in a ballpark to about $1,450, which is right in the ballpark.
Top of the line parts.
What's
that's
that?
Parts too. That's not cheap parts.
Right. That's not cheap. No, Kevin, that's what we suspected. Listen, you know how I feel about pricing. All of the good, reputable shops will all be within a few dollars, and they're all going to be about the same. And you should be very, very suspect of shops that are very cheap or shops that are very expensive. So we had Pro Auto Care did about $1,500, $1,590. It's
the same thing.
And you had $1,450, right? And again, Kevin's could have altered a little once it gets in there. So Ken, at least now I know they're both reputable shops, but for the hell of it, we're going to try a third one because you got me thinking. Okay.
But here's what here's also what I want to say, Tom.
Okay, go ahead.
I do agree. I do agree with their pricing, but I'm doing this for the benefit of my daughter. She is listening to the show while she's at work right now. And I'm just letting her know that they do good work.
No, that's for sure.
Good work.
Yeah.
And you can go somewhere and get it cheaper, but you don't have the guarantee.
Also, you don't have us up their butts. I'm serious,
exactly,
Ken.
And that's what I was telling her. I go to Pro Auto with all my cars when it's convenient for me because I am quite far away from it.
Yeah.
But I take all my cars there when I have, especially if I have to do some major work.
Yeah.
Because I know if I was to take the car to the dealer, the price would probably be even a little higher than what they quoted.
Right. Now,
so
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, Ken, go. Finish up.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I'm doing this for the benefit of my daughter.
Good.
To show her that you do get what you pay for.
Yes. Now, having said that, you said something that just got me, and you said they do good work. Now, I want to say something. there are plenty of places that do good work, that do overcharge. Okay? Now, I would hope...
What does that mean, though?
Oh, no. I'm talking, Mark. Okay. I go back to this happened years ago. They changed out a toilet. That was it, Mark. I swear to you, a toilet. The toilet was not special. They did not have to bring anything up to code. They did not have to redo anything. They put the collar, the toilet, the wax ring, and it was like $8,000, Mark. It was...
Wow, okay. 8 grand.
Yeah.
I better get a nice Toto that handles me nicely.
No. So what I'm saying is that they did spotless, perfect work. But that is outrageous. So now, I'm telling you that I don't get involved in pricing unless they lie, like saying you're getting this brand, but you get this, or you're overcharged. If they say this is how much it costs, I don't care if they mark it up, but I don't want lying. Another thing is, I don't want it to be outrageous, okay? I don't know what that is. I have to take it on case by case, but I don't mind expensive and I don't mind cheap. But there is something I have to tell you about pricing. I don't run that business. I swear to God, they have to take, a true business has to take every single expense, every one of them, and aggregate it across their units. They sell units of time, or jobs, but jobs go to units of time. It all comes down to time. And that unit of time is worth something based on their aggregate. How many bays do they have? How are they busy 80% of the time? If you have a shop busy 90% of the time, their aggregate will be lower than a shop busy 50% of the time because those expenses are still looming.
Yeah, but people can also choose to make less money.
Right. That's right. But but they can't choose not to pay bills, Mark.
That's correct, but they can choose to sell the same product to competition.
Oh, yes, for sure.
For a hell of a lot less.
For sure they can. Once you aggregate all your costs, let's say that your unit cost to break flat even on this furnace with about an 85% efficiency rate, I don't mean of the furnace, but of their workload. So their vans are busy 85% of the time. If they quote you $10,000, if their work, their dead cost for employees and everything, no profit, let's say their dead cost is $6,500. If they sell that for 12 grand, that's on them. They have to defend it. If another guy says $6,500, I'll do it for $7,500.
Yeah, but the other guy's dead cost could be less and it could be more, so it really doesn't matter.
No.
I guarantee Walmart buys that shirt cheaper than you could go open a store and sell that shirt.
Right. So that's the point. You go by the end product. If you want it, you buy it. We have more coming up now. We're going to hear from Budget A1 on this same type of auto repair.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Dan Kaplis today at 4, 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by the Denver Museum of Nature and Science.
A crash on the ramp from southbound 225 onto I-25 has been moved to the shoulder and the Gore Point, but that stretch is still slow almost all the way back to Parker Road. And crews still working a wreck on eastbound I-70, blocking the two left lanes. Traffic jammed solid all the way back to Colorado. And south of the metro area, a stalled semi in the left lane on southbound I-25 just past Toma is causing more than 3 miles of backups through there. Your forecast for today, a mix of clouds and sun this afternoon, a slight chance for some rain showers, cool off to the mid-30s overnight tonight, and then tomorrow for your Tuesday, mostly sunny with a high in the mid-60s. It's 51 right now in Denver. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Janine LaRose, 630 KHOW.
The Denver Museum of Nature and Science proudly presents the Science Behind Pixar exhibition, an immersive experience that explores how Pixar Animation Studios brings their beloved films and characters to life. Visit dmns.org for more info.
Frank Duran, the realestateman.com. I've told you about him every day that I can. Every day I'm on the air. You know why? Because Frank Duran is a solid referral. He buys and sells real estate with you. In other words, he doesn't buy it. He is the broker with RE/MAX Alliance, by the way, and he has a team of experts there that can help with every aspect of the deal, and he supervises it all. They all work under his license at frankdurantherealestateman.com. If you need to get a hold of him to list your home, he guarantees he'll sell it faster and for more money based on his stats. He also says, you know what? He will get you the best deal when you're buying a house, too. 303-920-1622. 303-920-1622. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com.
I'm consumer advocate Mark Major, and I'm going to give you a tip that can save you thousands. If you ever have any problems with your furnace or air conditioner, go to PriceFixerDenver.com and give these guys a call. They never charge a trip or diagnostic fee, and they have the lowest price guarantee. Their TrueTech certified technicians are never paid on commission. They will always provide clear, easy-to-understand pricing at the guaranteed lowest rate. If your furnace breaks, go to PriceFixerDenver.com.
Response to this commercial is astounding, and that means we're doing something good. This is a medical procedure by prescription only for people who suffer from depression. You're under a doctor's treatment for depression and you're med resistant. It means your medications are not effectively doing away with your depression. You're not the only one. There are a group of people who cannot get the desired results with just drugs alone. Sometimes they try another drug and then another drug. Well, this has been clinically proven to work better than just another drug. It can get the most out of your medication. It's by prescription only. It's a magnetic pulse therapy, totally safe and non-invasive, does not interfere with any treatments. TMSsolutions.com. TMSsolutions.com. 303-928-0499. 303-928-0499.
Did you know indoor air can be 5 times dirtier than outdoor air? Hard to believe, right? And if you suffer from allergies or asthma, breathing clean air is not just important, it's essential. I'm Jaya Rao, co-founder of Molecule, makers of radically different air purifiers. Until now, the most common way to get cleaner air was with a HEPA filter. But outdated HEPA technology doesn't effectively remove bacteria and mold, which can make you sick. Molecule's revolutionary Pico technology doesn't just trap micropollutants, it actually destroys them. Molecule works so well, it made Time Magazine's list of best inventions. For truly clean air in rooms big or small, there's a Molecule air purifier for you. Try it for 60 days risk-free and send it back if you're not satisfied. Plus, right now, when you visit molecule.com, spelled MOLEKULE, you'll save 10% with promo code FRESHAIR. That's promo code FRESHAIR. Don't collect pollutants. Destroy them with Molecule.
Income is the outcome that matters most in retirement. Hi, this is Carlin Tucker. I've been in retirement planning and wealth management for over 37 years. If I doubled your portfolio, that might not change your lifestyle. Would you be comfortable spending it? However, if I doubled your income, that could make a significant impact on your retirement. Whether you're retired or want to see how soon that can happen, give me a call to set up a complimentary, no-obligation visit. I'll show you how I can help you get the most sustainable income out of Social Security, your 401ks, your IRAs, rental properties, and your brokerage accounts. When you know what's coming in this month, next month, and every month thereafter, you'll be able to enjoy retirement to the fullest. Retire happy. Retire with Tucker. You can reach us at 303-734-1234. That's 303-734-1234. RetireWithTucker.com.
This is not an offer to buy or sell. Securities are offered through Tucker Asset Management.
Have you heard about the new all-in-one Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare? The AARP Medicare Advantage Walgreens plan from United Healthcare includes coverage for all of your healthcare needs, from medical and hospital insurance to prescription drug coverage, all rolled into one convenient plan. The AARP Medicare Advantage Walgreens plan from United Healthcare also offers you a low monthly premium, $0 copays on Tier 1 prescription drugs filled at Walgreens, and a free gym membership, so you have the freedom to spend your money the way way you choose. Finally, the freedom you've earned in a Medicare plan you deserve. Go to AARP Medicare Advantage Walgreens.com for all the plan details. That's AARP Medicare Advantage Walgreens.com. Limitations and exclusions apply. Benefits and features vary by plan. AARP is not an insurer, doesn't recommend products, and encourages you to evaluate your needs. United Healthcare contracts directly with Walgreens for this plan. AARP and its affiliates are not parties to this contractual relationship. Zero copay not available at non-preferred pharmacies. Other pharmacies are available in our network.
ExcelRoofing.com, 303-761-6400.
Denver's talk station. Online at khow.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Genesis Total Exteriors. He does siding, windows, gutters, painting, fences, decks, and more. But as the weather turns, he starts turning into kitchens and baths and basements, basement finishing. So if you need a quality person you can trust, Mark Szymanski at GenesisTotalExteriors.com, 303-679-8509. Genesis. Okay, hold on. We got to get to the phones because a lot of people. Now, we were just examining. As I said, I'm not going to repeat everything, but when it comes to price, there's a ballpark for all the ethical, good professional shops, and they all seem to be somewhere in that neighborhood. Then you have the super cheap, I would be very leery of or wary of, and also the super expensive. So we just like to blindside these people and ask questions. Just kidding. So far, let's just ask Scott. Hey, Scott, at Budget A1 Transmission and Auto Repair, I don't know if Daphne told you, we just wanted pricing, just approximate pricing on a Dodge Charger if it needed one tie rod, brakes and drums all the way around, a brake fluid flush, and an alignment, approximately. Just a ballpark of what you think it might cost.
I would say
tie rod, brakes and drums all the way around, complete brake fluid flush, and an alignment.
I would say $850 to $1,000. That's new rotors, new pads, flush, alignment, tie rod.
Okay. You're quite under the other two, and then I checked on a third off the air. So but that's not bad. You're not extremely under, but you're now. Of course, that could vary with what? What could that vary with, Ken? I mean, excuse me. I'm sorry, Scott.
Depending on the engine, that's just a base model. If it's obviously a performance parts or performance brakes, you're usually going to add about 20% more. You're going to get heavy duty calipers. If you need them, heavy duty rotors. We'll go with some heavy duty brakes.
Now it's not rotors; they were drums. I thought he said they had four-wheel drums. Do they?
What year is this Charger?
2014.
I wouldn't think there'd be drums on a 20.
Yeah, he said drums. I think that's what he meant, just brakes and all the way around with discs and everything. Yeah, but
yeah, I mean, if we're doing stock OE, nothing performance. I mean, it could be $850 to $1,250.
Okay, so
and then he's got the Hemi engines in there.
Yeah, that's good. So on the outside, $1,250, but $850 to $1,250. So you see, man, shopping does work. And here's the thing. You need to know about what you're looking at and what you're comparing it with. Because remember, all of the parts used by these various shops, they might be different. So thanks for sparking this discussion. I appreciate that. 303-713-TALK. Shane would like to talk about a Medicare glitch. We also have lines open, 303-713-8255. What's going on, Shane?
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
Good, man. What's happening?
Kind of a bit of a mess. I got a neighbor, 81 years old, had a stroke. And I'll just cut to the chase here. He never signed up for Medicare when he was 65.
Oh.
Now, come to find out, if you don't sign up, whether you use it or not, you have to sign up. He is going to be penalized for every month that he did not sign up. He's 81. He's 81 years old right now.
That's right.
So he's going to be paying about $300 a month.
That's right.
Medicare.
That's
okay.
right. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if anybody knew that. That's something new to me.
If he had any big, you're just paying because you're supposed to sign up and start paying for at least A and B.
Well, this is a penalty.
No, it's not. It's what he would have paid anyway.
That's not what they're calling it. They're calling it a penalty for
Yes.
not signing up.
Now, do you want to hear what I'm saying, Shane?
Sure,
His
sure.
normal payment would be X amount of dollars. Now they're adding a couple hundred to it or 150 or whatever because it was what the previous payment would have been on top of it. They're not adding a penalty. Yes, the new payment, the normal payment is there's a penalty, but really that penalty is simply a back charge. Had he paid every month, it would have been the same exact thing. They don't charge like a penalty, like they just don't. What he's doing,
that's what they're calling it.
Right? That's what they call it. That's right. But if you had to pay $10 a year for something, and you're in year 8 and you sign up, and they charge you $80, or they charge you a portion of that previous $700. I can call it a penalty. I can call it a back charge. I can call it whatever I want. Now, here's something, though, that you really want to figure out. Because along with that obligation comes a benefit. They will go back if he had any big claims, did he?
No, he's never used it at all.
Yeah. But see, he may have. And I know that sounds so weird, but it's kind of weird. But, let's talk to, I would like to ask Integra a question very quickly because John Sr. or Day, they know a lot about it. And let me get some clarification on that, okay? Hold on a sec. 303-713-TALK. Daphne, if you could do that for us, please. Integra, that's really important before the end of the show. 303-713-8255. And, hold on one sec. Let me get this straight. There you go, Ann. Ann, what's happening? Ann?
Yes. Just a minute. I'm coming.
Coming. Okay, I'll wait.
Okay, Tom.
Hi. What's happening?
Hi. I have an 84-year-old husband that
84, okay.
had gotten hearing aids.
Okay.
From the one that you had advertised several years ago on your show.
Well, they're still on my referral list and still on my show. They're called Colorado Tinnitus and Hearing Center.
And Hearing Center.
It's
okay.
Listen, okay. Whether they're on or not, I can still help you. But the one I advertise for is Colorado Hearing and Tinnitus Center.
Do you by any chance have that phone number?
Yeah, Colorado Tinnitus and Hearing Center, sure. Hold on one sec, and I'm going to get it for you right at the tip of my tippity tongue. And it is, I'm looking up, 303-534-0163. Is that the one you recall?
0163. He didn't leave any notes, and this has been several years ago.
Well, what do you need to know, dear? What do you need to know?
I need to find him and find out where we can get. He lost one, and the other one's not working. They're too far down in Denver for him to go down from Fort Lupton.
Is he in Fort Lupton?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. What kind of hearing aids are they?
I can't tell you. I don't know. He doesn't have any papers on him.
And he lost one of them?
He lost one, and the other one it quit working. He went down a couple times to get him adjusted. But
so he basically needs new hearing aids.
Yes.
And why do you need, if you're not going to go to Colorado Tinnitus and Hearing Center, why does it matter? You want them to recommend somebody up north?
Well, we were hoping we could find it, and they would now have a office up north.
Oh, they don't. But listen, is it really too difficult for you to get down to Clarkson and Hamden in Denver?
Yes, that's what the problem is.
Okay, so we need to ask them if they know anyone reputable up north. In Fort Lupton.
Yes, but I also needed to talk to them.
Okay, so it's what you call Dr. Patty or Dr. Lisa, 303-534-0163.
Okay.
Okay?
53401. Thank you, Patty or Lisa.
Dr. Patty or Dr. Lisa. Of course, the receptionist will answer. What did you have? Anything?
No, but she verifies my entire point that Fort Lupton is not one skip and a jump down the road.
No, it's not a skip and a jump, but it's not that far. I mean, if you're coming for something like that, it's not like you have to go every week or so, to get a hearing aid. I always thought it was weird that people geographically gravitate toward places closer to them for major purchases. Like, for example, an appliance. There's no reason to buy it really close to you. I had a guy one time, I joked about it, going in for heart surgery. He wanted to know any good surgeons in Arvada. And I said, now why that? Tell me, or wherever it was. I said, tell me what difference that makes. You're going for major heart surgery. What if the most excellent one is out in in Colorado Springs? You're not going to go visit?
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Grapes from California.
Southbound 225 returning to normal on the approach to I-25 now that earlier crash has been moved to the shoulder. Crews still working an accident on eastbound I-70 blocking the 2 left lanes. Traffic is jammed solid back to Vasquez. And south of the metro area, a stalled semi on southbound I-25 just past Toma has been cleared out of traffic, and things are starting to improve through there. Your forecast for today, a mix of clouds and sun this afternoon. A slight chance for some rain showers. Will cool off to the mid-30s overnight tonight. And then tomorrow for your Tuesday, mostly sunny with a high in the mid-60s. It's 51 right now in Denver. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Janine LaRose, 630 KHOW.
Next time you set out to hike, take California grapes. For a natural snack bursting with flavor, grab a bunch of healthy and go with grapes from California. Available at Safeway.
Mile High Estate Planning. The attorney you call, the law firm you call, when you need anything to do with planning your estate, disposing of your estate, avoiding probate, protecting assets, revocable trusts, irrevocable trusts, trusts in general, all under asset protection and more. If you need help, you need to call Blake Harris. Blake will do all initial consultations free of charge. And he is just doing a great job on the referral list. We are so happy to have him answering questions. If you need any help, here's that number. You can text it as well. 720-924-6171. 720-924-6171. MileHighEstatePlanning.com.
Is the condition of your mouth impacting the quality of your life? Have you avoided the dentist for years and now find yourself with multiple problems? Dr. Barrett's with Barrett's Dental here to tell you it doesn't have to be that way. I invite you to one of our exclusive dinner events where you can learn about the different options available to help you get the smile you deserve, and all while enjoying a delicious dinner. During this presentation, I'll explain how you may be able to save teeth you thought were hopeless. I'll also explain how dental implants can provide solutions for missing teeth or ugly, ill-fitting dentures. Finally, I'll discuss how you can get your mouth healthy again and the smile of your dreams, and all without worrying you all over town from doctor to doctor to doctor.
Sign up for Dr. Barrett's seminar on Thursday, November 7th at Glenmore Country Club. Admission is free, but seating is limited, so call 303-731-1308 to reserve your seat or visit denverdentist.com today. That's Thursday, November 7th. Call 303-731-1308 or visit denverdentist.com. Guests will receive half off on their first $1,000 in dental services.
Whether you're dating or looking for a job or just wanting to feel younger, for guys it's really important to have the best head of hair you can. Now for lots of guys, including me, the issue was losing hair toward the front or top of your head while still having plenty on the back and sides, and that's where Dr. Broadway and the NeoGraft hair restoration procedure can help you, like it helped me, to make me, or at least my hair, look a decade, maybe 2 decades younger. Learn more at denverhairrestoration.com or 303-680-8989.
Only 5 days left until Carpet Mill Outlet Store's one-day private sale. This Saturday at Carpet Mill Outlet Stores, save up to 40% off MSRP store-wide. For a limited time, get 2 years interest-free financing. So whether it's carpet, hardwood, Cortec, tile, laminate, granite countertops, or area rugs, Carpet Mill Outlet Stores has the lowest prices guaranteed. You'll find value price options to fit every style and every budget. 12 locations, but the sale is one day only. This Saturday. Find out more at carpetmilloutletstores.com.
Today through next Tuesday, Lumber Liquidators Flooring Yard Sale has over 400 floors on sale, up to 50% off. It's a sale so abundant that it literally cannot fit in our showroom and must spill out onto our parking lot. Or, for the sake of the metaphor, our yard. Or is it our driveway? Let's not get caught up in semantics. What's important here is that there are many, many floors on sale, up to 50% off. These are the floors homes are built on. Lumber Liquidators Flooring.
You see them all around town. Cintas trucks and their service reps taking care of customers. When companies use Cintas, you know they're confident and ready. Cintas helps with their fire protection and first aid and safety programs, handles their apparel solutions, and helps keep their facility and restrooms clean and stocked. So you know those companies care about their employees, facilities, and image. When all those things work together, they're ready for business.
Oh, I'm ready!
Get Cintas and get ready for the workday.
Sinking, heaving concrete, cracks in the garage, basement, sidewalk, stairs, and front porches shifting? Don't replace, fix with Crackerjack Mudjacking. 303-410-7787. 410-7787. CrackerjackMudjacking.com.
Are you tired of having multiple agencies handling your marketing needs? Let Max Effect be your ROI marketing partners. They're the leaders in digital and traditional marketing. Get your free marketing analysis from MaxEffectMarketing.com or call 866-2-THE-MAX.
If you've been hurt in an automobile accident or in any other way and you're wondering, is this what I have to look forward to? Missing work, pain, missing vacations, not being able to do stuff around the house, and who pays? John Fuller is someone you should talk to. Free of charge, complimentary. If he takes the case, it's only payable if he wins, and it's a small percentage of what he collects. Why should you be the one to suffer? 303-597-4500. 597-4500 on my referral list at referrallist.com.
Ask Alexa to play 630 KHOW. Then you can hear Dan Kaplis impact your life this afternoon at 4.
Getting 630 KHOW from iHeartRadio.
Denver's talk station.
On your smart speaker.
Available on over 2,000 devices.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK. 713-8255, here to help you. Now, we only have a few minutes, so let me get right to it, all right? Who do I need? Oh, John over at Integra Insurance. John,
hey, Tom.
We can dispense with all the pleasantries. Happy to have you, but I need a question answered if you can. On Medicare, if you don't sign up at 65, let me ask you, and then you have a claim, let's say at 71 years old, is it covered?
Oh, very much so. Well, when you say you don't sign up, is that, are they signed up for Medicare Part? Let's say they get Medicare Part A. Okay?
No, let's say they never signed up for anything.
Then no, the claim wouldn't be covered.
Wow.
They're not signed up under Medicare
now,
A and B. They have to sign up.
Can they sign up and go retroactive?
Yes, but there's going to be a waiting. No, not retroactive. There's going to be a waiting period for her to get on, or him to get on Medicare A and B, and there will be penalties.
Okay, now on those penalties, here's what I told the guy. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. It doesn't matter much because this guy was 81, never signed up for Medicare. Now his payment every month is higher because of it.
That's correct.
Now, on that higher payment, all I told him is that they were making up for previous years and trying to amortize it out. I don't think they actually penalize you or charge you interest. I don't know if that's right or wrong.
They're charging that. Yeah, you are penalized. You're paying a penalty, a fee.
Now,
for not signing up.
In addition,
past your 65th birthday.
In addition to what the regular payments would have been.
Very much so.
Okay, so it costs you more than just making up the previous 10 years of payments.
That's correct.
Oh, and do you know what that penalty is?
I'm trying to think, Tom. I was thinking it was like 10%, but I may be wrong there.
So hold on.
To get you
but
that
they
exact.
Here's what I need to know, John. if somebody signs up 10 years later, they get a penalty. But that penalty is assessed monthly on their regular payment, right?
Correct.
But do they also then have to make up for the previous premiums of the 10 years, like the 10 times 12? No. Okay. Okay.
Pay the new adjusted rate based with the fees that they.
It is 10% though.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So I was wrong, but actually, the way it's done is better for them. Because,
in a way.
Yeah, just paying an extra 10% is better than going back and making up for all the past payments.
But I could be wrong on that percentile, Tom. I'll have to look. And
Mark looked it up. Mark looked it up. Thank you very much. Integra Insurance, they're an open enrollment. They can help you make the choices. It doesn't cost you more. They're certified licensed agents, okay, and they can do on and off the exchange, 303-466-5500.
I'll tell you something interesting.
Yes.
It says right here, it doesn't matter the length of your delay, so you better sign up quick.
Shane, you were right. There is a penalty, but actually, I was wrong in that they don't go back and back charge you for those premiums. You're only paying 10% penalty.
Yeah, that's what I wanted everybody to know. Whether you use it or not, there's a penalty.
Yeah, but you know what?
Up.
It's a good penalty. It's only 10%. That's cheaper than making up the previous years. Unless, of course, you only delay a year or two, then it's expensive. I'm Tom Martino. Save all your problems for me. Referralist.com.
Your next chance to win $1,000 is coming up in 10 minutes on Denver's Talk Station, 630 KHOW.